I have this habit of going to the fast food joint and being like, yeah,
I'd like a
a Whopper and blah blah blah, this and that, and order this big huge long thing. So, on that first Whopper, could you get it with no onions?
Man,
I would get huge bags of food for like big guys like $3, and I'd be like, you do realize that this is not right? Sure. This is like 10 pounds of food, and you're charging me $3. Yeah, I know. Just go.
No.
just leave.
Because they do not want to have to.
Exactly.
But I had this theory going into the line through the drive-thru that if I did this, it would result in free food and a whole bunch of cool stuff. And it worked so incredibly well that I was actually frightened.
Wait, so you made your entire order, and then you're like, oh, by the way, that hamburger I did at the very beginning, I want to change it to like a no pickles.
I want no onion.
Oh.
And by then they've already made it.
And so
it's bagged, your food's probably already bagged.
In order to get back to that hamburger, they have to delete the entire order and then re-put.
Where was this?
Burger King.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Like, I mean, these restaurants and stuff, a lot of places use computer systems that are so outdated. Like their order entry systems. I go to Art Van and look at their order entry system. It's like from the 80s.
Yeah.
Because it does what it needs to do, you know what I mean, with like very little computing power because it's so basic, but it's so like convoluted and crappy. You know?
The order. I worked for the VA hospitals, and the ordering system there. You want to talk about something that
Archaic?
literally, it was literally DOS. Like it was pre Windows 95.
Did you have to
I
put
swear
a
they
punch
still
card in there?
no. I swear they still use Commodore 64s at the
they
VA
do,
hospital.
Yeah. Yep, insane.
Yep.
Don't we have the biggest military budget?
Not the VA budget, though. That's the difference.
That's not to take care of the people that have been wounded in
Once
combat.
you've been wounded, they're like, get out. We don't care.
Exactly. Yeah. It's pretty screwed up.
It is.
Wait, if you get wounded in the military, you don't get to go. No, you get to go to the VA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
the
get
VA
to go.
has
It's a
no
privilege.
money.
Yeah.
But they have no money.
Yeah.
Well, and, yeah. It's a disaster.
It is.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the video is rolling, which means Ted, don't say anything that you would normally say in real life. Okay.
What the? Nobody watches these videos, you said, or very little viewership, so who cares?
I mean, yeah, but still.
But that's the stuff that's going to make it funny. And
Okay, all right.
I mean, you're going for.
So give us 80% of your real
80%.
self. Bring 80% of yourself to the game, okay?
God damn it.
See, that's 90 right there.
I was thinking that was like 50.
Right.
That
That was pretty darn. That was tame.
Yeah, I mean,
low level.
he blasphemed, not.
All right, so when we last left off, what the heck was going on?
I was in Florida enjoying 90-degree weather and 83-degree water.
Oh yeah, Ted was dead.
Yeah, Ted was dead.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm
sorry, Ted's character was dead.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
Clarification.
Right.
I know Halloween just passed.
Right.
I get confused
Now we
between
have
this.
zombie Ted.
In character, out of character.
I have a bracelet that says "Do not reincarnate." No.
Right. We went over this. We went over protocols.
Yeah, we actually we discussed
we did.
like protocols. Like when the last session you weren't here,
Yeah.
we discussed your whole being dead and not being reincarnated, and it was decided that you guys would have probably all had a conversation about what your like last wishes were, and you probably would have expressed to people, "Don't reincarnate me. I don't want that crap." You know?
Exactly.
So they respected that, and didn't you guys get a free NPC healer that pull them back or something?
Yeah, we had to. We
Oh,
donated some
you had to do a
gems or
donation.
something,
Yeah, a donation to the church.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, we decided like you have a first choice or a second choice. So like first choice is like you resurrect me or something.
If that's not an option, then
Yeah,
Oh.
my
Or-
first choice in combat was for raise dead or animate dead, and then
I will happily cast that mate dead on his dead body.
just so I could get back in the game.
yeah, it's basically like, okay, if we just killed the boss and one of us died and we're going back to town,
Right.
then yeah, raise dead.
Absolutely.
But if like we're 2 enemies into the dungeon and it's
And
a
you can't
matter
get out,
of
no,
life or
I-
death for the party, like then I would be okay with reincarnation, that kind of thing.
Under those circumstances, I would be too, because I wouldn't lose my class levels. But at the end of the like a boss fight, oh hell no.
Yours ended up being really good.
Yeah, it was a forest gnome.
Yeah,
It was actually.
I think a statistical improvement.
I was gonna say when we
It
looked at it,
was-
it would have been a
You
statistical.
would have been like
improvement.
22 inch, but
Yeah, it would have been good. Like you stupid human bullcrap.
Or I could have been a turtle.
yeah.
You could have been.
Yeah.
You
How
could have
did you even
been.
roll
No,
the
we rolled
turtles?
it. We rolled
That
it.
turtle was
before I
so
messaged
random
you.
though. You know that
Found a
was
different
like.
table.
yeah.
one.
It,
That
that's the,
included-
wasn't it 2 points out of like a roll of
Probably.
100? Yeah.
Probably.
So it's so
After
statistically.
Trevor literally says you're gonna
ridiculous.
turn into a turtle.
Right, and then it happened. He did too. He totally called it.
Whoa.
I counter rolled you.
Yeah, right.
What none of you know is that you read off the stat to me, and I looked at the table, and I just picked what I wanted you to be.
Nice.
That's even.
But in reality, it was
I think I
randomly
need to-
determined by the Dungeon Master's die roll. But we will never know.
Yes.
I
Behind
might
the
need to
screen.
copyright the counter roll.
Yes.
Copyright the counter roll?
Yeah.
You might.
You should.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work
Seriously.
very well, so I'm not sure there's a lot of competition there.
Not a lot of competition.
No, but every time it gets put on like a YouTube video, people owe you money.
Yeah, exactly. Every time they hear him say counter roll,
Yeah.
people owe him money.
Yeah.
No, if they try to say it, or like every
Oh, they
time
try to
you
say it.
If
play
it
it,
catches on and other
if
people
you don't have
are
his
using it.
permission to broadcast it, then you owe him money.
Yeah.
Well,
You need
yeah.
to say it in a cool way though, like counter roll.
It's usually what I do say.
We should have.
Oh really?
Or it's like,
He's like, counter roll! Counter roll!
or it's like, oh, damn it.
Don't roll out with
Yeah, I was gonna say, what'd you do, crit?
Almost.
Only on initiative.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, so then Ted was raised from the dead, so he's back with the party, and you are now level 15. You're good to go on that.
And then we went to battle some Drugar, and murdered them.
Dwerger?
Druger.
Dwerger?
Hit 2 downtimes first.
Dark dwarves?
Dwerger?
Dark dwarfs.
You're kind of you're
Dark
Is that
dwarves.
the politically correct
Are you
term to
having
be
a stroke?
using?
Dark dwarfs.
I call them colored dwarves.
Jeez. Oh
Well,
my
I mean,
god.
in a fantasy world, you'd have to. Where are they? They could be blue, you know? Yeah.
Those are
Black
Smurfs.
Dwarves.
Those are
That's the point.
Smurfs.
Yeah, any race who's blue is a Smurf.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Just,
Or
Um,
Smurf giant.
okay,
if they're
so-
good.
So
I'm looking
yeah,
for the word.
we're back in Waterdeep, and then if I remember correctly, Rudolph had a was it no it was
Shiny
no it was
nose.
you it was you
Yeah.
you had a vision from your deity Malor, the Beast Lord, and what happened with that storyline?
Who's all
Yeah.
that bestiality?
Yeah, so we had this giant orgy with animals and stuff. Goodbye video.
Bye.
I don't think that happened.
No,
The
that does
turtle.
not happen.
Pegasus
that is
shows
not in
back
my
up.
notes.
That did not
So
take
a bunch of
Bestiality Pegasus shows up.
a bunch of gnomelings, in this village were being kidnapped by some Drugar. But at the mention of Drugar, my guy heroically went down there to save them, but in reality just to murder the Drugar because that's his hobby.
Fair enough.
So you guys went in there, murdered some
But
dwarves.
why would I would have questioned your deity. Why do you care about a bunch of? You're the beast lord. Why would you care?
I don't think you
So,
ever told
I'm not
us.
gonna-
I don't think you ever told us
I didn't tell you that it was
how
my.
you knew.
It was I didn't tell you that it was my god that was sending me on a mission.
Oh,
I
okay.
just indicated that there were Drugar, and we need to hunt them down and kill them.
And we
I
did
am-
some investigating.
I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm not going to say this very often, but Luke's pronouncing that correctly and you are not.
Are you saying I mispronounce things a lot?
Well,
Next thing you're gonna tell me that's not.
let me get you a Four Locos. See how you pronounce
Was that
that.
thing you read
This
your
book
two-
over here is not more
Oh,
Dinkin.
yeah, right?
Morning Canaan.
I don't say Mordinkin.
No, you don't.
I say Mordenkainens. And I usually say tomb instead of tome.
Yes.
That's true.
Well,
Yes!
so where I'm from, we say Drugar.
Okay, where you're from.
Where are you
gotcha.
from?
This
Lansing.
I'm from northern Detroit. So that's how we say in Detroit. There's a
Porky
road called Granite or Gratiot.
Yeah.
And it's
How do you
still
spell Gratiot?
in Detroit? Look at
How do you
Detroit.
spell
G-R-A-I.
No, not you.
Oh.
How do you spell Gratiot?
That beats the hell out of me.
So, yeah,
People in
there you
Detroit
go.
don't know how to spell.
G-R-A-C-I-O-T.
I just know that because that's the street I grew up. I grew up on that
You
street.
just,
Yeah.
I think you just insulted like a million people that live in Detroit, dude.
There's only
They're
like
from
300,000
Detroit.
people in Detroit now.
Oh, it's just 300,000.
Yeah,
At least one.
No, but it's
They're
like-
from Detroit. Can I
Hey,
get
it's
offended?
not like they can afford internet there anyway, so they're not going to see the video.
See, this is
In
North
North Detroit? No,
This
in North
is Ted
Detroit. Yeah, that's
making these
Ted.
comments. This is Ted. Yeah.
Just for the record, that's the opposite. This is North Detroit. They're not going to bother trying to watch this video. It's not about how to
Yeah.
decorate your cat or whatever.
Exactly.
decorate your cat.
North Detroit is full of the wealthy.
All right, let's pick some more people doing the salt.
Yes, so
Epstein didn't kill himself.
So I hate Ohio. While we're at it, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're
Screw Ohio.
It's on our DMV test. It's like, do you hate Ohio? Yes or no? If you don't answer it correctly, they don't give
They
you
don't give
a
you a
license.
license.
Hold on, we don't have a DMV in Michigan.
I know.
We have Secretary of
We
State.
have Secretary of State. You're right.
There's a difference.
Yes.
Yeah, other states usually have DMVs, Department of
BMV.
Motor Vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ohio's BMV, Bureau
Oh,
of Motor Vehicles.
Thanks for the explain.
Yeah, but Michigan has Secretary of State's office.
Michigan is like, I think, one of 5 states that calls it Secretary of State. Everyone else is DMV.
Well, and that's because it literally falls under that department rather than its own Department of Motor Vehicles. That like the Secretary of State owns the Department of Motor. Doesn't it's not called the department? It falls under that group.
California
which
has
is
6 different divisions for it.
So let us know down in the comments if you're interested in
Yes,
this topic.
we'll have a whole game session just talking about
Does
the
Waterdeep
DMV.
have a DMV
I'm sure
or a Secretary of State?
if they haven't turned off by now. All right.
Oh Jesus.
So you guys went in, killed a bunch of Dwerger. The Dwerger were taking slaves. They were capturing gnomes and halflings from Undercliff, and they were capturing them as slaves. And I believe you took the leader prisoner, and you killed him. You killed him, but in the last session you were talking
right.
about taking his body back to
To
Waterdeep,
get it.
using Speak with Dead to interrogate him.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Because there was no point in keeping him alive because he's a psychic, and no matter what we do,
Oh yeah. 'cause
we can't tie him up.
Yeah, he would be able to.
He's a
Bless us.
psychic.
Yeah, he had he had
Psionic.
psionic skills.
Oh.
He was able
Yeah.
to cast spells at will without any components.
So even
at all.
tying him up, we would still be able to cast spells.
Yeah, and well, I could have made a medical check to see if I could lobotomize him, but
I was gonna say, if we put a blindfold on him, I bet most of his spells require him to see.
I wasn't going to take that chance.
But yes,
Can we get a recap from the giant battle and everything since I wasn't here?
Giant battle. You guys defeated the giants.
Oh, Black
Oh,
Dragon came in.
Yeah, you defeated the leaders of the frost giants as they were laying siege to Amphel, a town to the north.
Mm-hmm.
After you guys defeated the leader of the giants, there were still lots of frost giants on the field assailing this city, and then a black dragon, his name, I gave you his name, but he swept in and started just laying waste to the rest of the frost giants, and magical portals opened up, and black-scaled kobolds poured through and began also slaughtering the frost giants. And so this dragon and his kobold like cleaned up all the rest of the mobs.
Nice.
You know, in part out of character, so you guys wouldn't have to spend the time doing so, but also for a great story reason, because this black dragon is getting together a flight of dragons that is going to basically... So Lord Paxton is setting up a new Asteria, a new giant kingdom, right? Giants and dragons are traditionally enemies, so the dragons don't want this to happen. So this black dragon is getting together a flight of dragons that are going to assail Lord Paxton's stronghold. While there's... By the way, his stronghold's up in the clouds. It's like a castle in the clouds type of deal.
I think we figured that one out already.
Did you? Okay. So they're gonna. What the whole idea is, the flight of dragons will assail his stronghold, draw off his main defenses, so that they can sneak you in as a strike force to actually strike down Lord Paxton. Because Lord Paxton is going to be like the general commanding from the rear. He's not going to be in the front lines. So that's the plan. So right now, the Black Dragon is basically told you, you need to wait until I get ready to do this. Okay, which means there are probably some more quests to go on before that's ready to happen.
Largely Kingston.
What happened with our army, and what's just the status on that? With the
You
big
don't
fight?
know. They're still, as far as you know, they're still up near
we haven't
Red
had time
Larch,
to check in
fighting
on
the
it.
Knoll incursion.
After the whole giant fight thing, then we had to...
Rassalantar was destroyed. Is that accurate?
Rassalantar was
Rassalantar
razed to the
leveled,
ground.
yeah.
I remember that.
Leveled. Most of the men were just slaughtered, except for some of them, some of the younger ones and whatnot. You actually, when you defeated the frost giants, there was a pretty large slave train of mostly women and children from Rassalantar that had been taken slaves by the frost giants. So you were able to rescue them, but they had no home to go to. Rassalantar was destroyed because you guys, took too long getting there.
Oh, it gives them something to do. They can rebuild. This way they're not idle, being bored.
It's a good way to think about it.
Yeah.
Sitting in a nice cozy
lining.
village
You have a
is
purpose
idle.
in life.
All right. You know what it is? We just created jobs. Job security, baby! We're making Rassalantar great again!
Oh my god.
Oh God.
by slaughtering half of the population.
Hey, it's
about
job
right.
security. They will be busy for the next 10 years minimum rebuilding the city.
Unemployment rate in the city was 5%. Now it's like negative 45%.
Exactly. Everyone's working.
2 jobs.
So you're saying that the answer to unemployment is just to kill half the populace?
Absolutely.
It would work.
It would work.
That's what Thanos thought, right?
And it worked. Who cares about baboons, right? You'll get over it.
So,
So,
you guys have this undead Dwerger leader.
Okay.
So we want to. Does anybody have Speak with Dead? Can have Speak with Dead?
no.
Not in my list
Give me
of
one
stuff.
I'm sure somebody might have it. Well,
I'm not that.
let's see.
Not that kind of druid.
You're not that kind of druid.
Bard, cleric. That's it.
Yep.
Oh, the halflings and gnomes did tell you that the Dwerger had mentioned something about fire giants and stuff, and if they didn't behave, they'd give them to the fire giants. So you did learn that from them.
Give the halflings to the fire
No.
giants.
So if I remember correctly,
that's
wasn't the
snare.
fire giants, or wasn't there another army heading towards Red Larch?
Well,
I don't think you learned about another army heading toward.
No.
What you do know is that there is a fire giant compound, and you know which mountain it's on. It's marked on your map. I think it's Mount Cheen.
No,
is the name of it.
You'd have to go back to the notes. And honestly, I remember there was the reason we decided to go this way is because we left our army, but there was also another army,
Well,
or maybe it was in the letter.
I was gonna say we don't know that it was an army. You know what you're talking about. You're saying that he said he would unleash Kingsnare or whatever and his forces.
Also on Red Larch or something like that.
But I
There was
think
just
he
like a
said
second force
on
heading that
Waterdeep.
way.
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, that was in a letter.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was referencing attacking Waterdeep.
It was Waterdeep, yeah.
Not Restlantar.
Not Red Larch either.
Okay.
So who's our diplomancer?
Me, I'm definitely the social one.
Well, he's your leader, isn't he?
He has a charisma of 20.
So the paladin.
Yeah.
The paladin doesn't like to talk.
I don't want to talk to people.
That makes you the perfect diplomat. Because you're just like, all right, let's say what we need to say. Get the fuck out of here.
We should speak with Dead with him and pose as one of Lord Paxton's emissaries. Threaten the Drugar that we have.
Burger.
Durger.
I'm a bugbearer. We have large
What's your
incisors,
intelligence?
which
You can't say it.
I'm a surgeon.
What? You're a surgeon?
You have large incisors. I can help with that.
yes, but I don't want them fixed. It makes it impossible for me to say the word Drugar.
Breaking the fourth wall.
The R, it's D-U-E-R. So you just the R doesn't come after the D. It's Dwerger, not
It does come after the
Think of it spelled D-W-E-R-G-E-R.
Yeah.
It's not quite that, because it's actually like a D, and then the second, the D-U-E is actually pronounced like a Swedish J, but nonetheless, it's
I feel that we are all stupider
Can pizza
now.
hurry up?
Everybody takes
I already need a
10
break.
psychic damage.
Yeah.
Starting your brain.
Alright, we'll need a long rest now.
So we need to take the body from where we have it to a temple that we think will be fine with necromancy.
Nah. It's white necromancy.
Is it? Is there such a thing?
Yes, resurrection, for instance.
Would there be any place in
Well, that might be a bad example, but resurrection in general is necromancy.
was it Underdark? Is that the name of the bad part of town?
Skullport.
Skullport. Would there be any place in Skullport?
Skullport has a wide variety of services. That's
Definitely.
certainly one of them.
find a
They won't care. They have no
not super
qualms.
evil necromancer or a cleric. Who
Clerics can do it, yeah, it's not evil.
Or a bard.
There's a wide variety of clerics of different faiths in Waterdeep. You can almost assuredly find one willing to do it.
Yeah, and
Is there a
Asmodeus.
church for Cyric? They'll do it.
Why?
So Asmodeus
Cyric,
is popular.
does
here.
everybody know Cyric? Cyric the Mad? We don't need to go there.
Yeah, we do.
Good.
We need to talk to a dead person that has no qualms about it.
Should be
Let's
fine.
go talk to the Church of Cyric. They'll do it.
Let's go to Torm. Any Torm around? Let's go there.
Okay.
All right, the Church
Okay,
of
now
wait,
hang
wait.
on.
The
Now I
Church
just
of
screwed
Kellenborg.
both of you. You were both wrong.
Duergar?
Yes, Dwargar.
Duergar?
Church of Kellenborg will do it.
So, Calimbor is probably actually the best option.
yes.
Temple of Kellenbor. Kellenbor is the guardian of the dead. He
what
is the
about
city of the
Asmodeus?
dead.
There you go.
The graveyard there is
That's
called the
It's a
city of the
cult.
dead.
Asmodeus is
And
a
then
cult.
all the
Yeah,
all
but they're
the
here
papers.
in Waterdeep in spades. Lawful evil. I mean,
And again, so Church of Kellenbor
Yep.
is the best option.
And failing that, Church of Sirik.
Deal. Whichever one's closer.
Right.
Oh, wait!
Flip a
Can we
coin.
get a roll on that, please? Which church is closer? The paladin is saying that whatever's closer.
Druagar.
So I'll lift the body up onto the back of the turtle.
How do I say it?
Okay, so what is it? What's the debate? Which two churches?
Wait, he's like, whatever church is closer, Sirik or Kellenborg.
Okay.
I was kidding.
joking.
Damn it!
I'll go to Kellenborg.
Okay, you guys find a small like temple to Kellenbor. Okay, manned by a priest and some acolytes. It's very small. You can tell that they're very poor. Not a whole lot of worshippers there.
So
Church of
big
Kellenborg
gimmick.
and Waterdeep is a very
The gimmick is you're an
That's
emissary.
okay. That's okay.
I'm
Not in
just
this
saying
world.
because it's,
In this world, it's a small temple.
it's
Lord
where everyone
Paxton, you want to know
goes
what
to
is
make sure
going
they're
wrong and what are the failings.
So-
And if he doesn't tell them right now about
We
who,
have a
why,
different game
what's,
going on
any
over
questions
here.
that you
I don't know
have,
what's going
you tell him that you have a prince
Oh, he's just
A
debating what
prince.
they're saying.
in the 9 Plains, which is probably where Druagar go. And that you will use this prince to make his visit in hell a truly hellish hell.
Why don't you just do it?
Right?
It's that speech impediment. Wouldn't get past the Druagar.
He couldn't even.
What's your
He still
intimidation?
can't get past it.
Not very high.
Mine's pretty high.
Can I just aid?
You're what?
It's intimidation. Yeah, plus 10 to
Mine's
intimidation.
-1.
I'm a 10 also.
Mine's a +0. Woohoo!
My guy is specifically not a diplomancer.
So what questions do we want to ask? What information do we need?
So we know they know about the fire giants.
Yeah.
We know about the fire giants.
I mean,
Tell-
what do we need?
Tell
from
about
them?
tell us about the fortifications. No,
I don't remember.
Yes. Knowing their defenses would be greatly helpful.
yeah,
I
like
mean, we talked at the end of the session about chatting with them just because it was clearly the leader and we killed them.
Mhm.
But do we actually need to talk? Like,
If we don't need to talk to them, don't waste the money.
we know where the fire giants are. We know that's our next objective.
Fuck it.
I mean, we could trick him into like betraying a secret entrance into King Snur's palace or something.
Nah.
I agree with him.
Pointing out the super awesome crazy boss.
Yeah, and then bypass all Luke's hard work.
Yes, let's do that.
No, what's going on?
We'd only get a
We're trying
clue.
to find an in-game way of bypassing all the DM's hard work and creating a dungeon, so we can go straight to the boss, kill the fire giant idiot, and move on.
You did that once. It didn't really work.
But this time we're gonna kill him. We're not going to send him out. I'm not going to send him off.
I think that's why Rasselin has to
So what we could do is ask the dungeon master for his he probably has a list of clues, right? That he's pre-compiled, because Luke prepares for these things like nonstop while at work.
Mhm.
I mean, just nonstop.
Instead of working, he does.
It's his technical writing.
And so he's probably got a list of clues that he wants to give the players if they deserve it. But if we don't
earn
do
it.
yeah, if we earn it. But if we don't
I gave you a
do
bottle
any
of
the
really
things,
awesome wine.
I haven't tried it yet.
Go crack that open.
Yeah.
direct bribery.
Right.
I need.
I brought you beer.
I need more of that Maker's Mark. Is what I need. That was good.
I'm gonna go into the store.
You're right. I think QD sells. I don't think that one does.
It's gotta be, Myers is down the road.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Meyer.
Myron have it.
I know Meyer will have it.
You know why it was good? Because my wife didn't like it.
So was yours.
Yeah.
Because all of that Korean imported wine you got me, I don't think I got to drink hardly any of it.
Right.
It just my
Yeah.
wife. Woo, there it goes.
Yeah, it was the
So,
same thing. Like
The
McAllen
last
18,
game session that I'm gonna be able to make,
my wife
I'll bring a
loved
bottle. We'll have to
Lagavulin
drink it here.
hated Lagavulin, a far superior product.
So what are we doing now?
We're debating whether or not we actually need to speak with the dead with this or not.
How much money you got?
Enough.
We don't have any. We're broke. So
You have like hundreds of thousands of gold pieces.
we didn't have
like-
hundreds of thousands.
Maybe
What-
200 at the most.
What
Hundreds of
info?
thousands.
200 gold. No, not
We're trying
200,000.
to decide what info are we going to get from him. And I don't think we
What,
ever
but was there
answered
any
that
good
question.
items or anything found on the frost giant type people, the leaders that we killed?
Yeah, we
I
don't
don't
think
think
200,000.
there was, right?
I don't think so.
We found like money and stuff, but no.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, no. As I recall, seriously, there was not.
Yeah, we just know that they're affiliated with the fire giants.
Last time I gave you magic items, nobody was impressed, so I've stopped doing that.
Give us magic items that were useless to us.
I like my ointment.
I know.
I like it now.
I
At
still
the
have something
time,
out.
we were like, you were like, hey, here's frost giants and here's some frost stuff. Well, thanks.
But now you're going against fire giants.
Now, so I love it. That's what I said. I love it now. It's great.
I like my giant slayer sword. That's pretty sweet.
Giant slayer
So
mace.
so I'm looking at Speak with Dead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell. If the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10... Wait, hold on a second. Oh, hold on. Never mind.
Oh, why did you?
Yes, this is our DM. He's prepared.
That's great. Like, there's no time limit on how long something has been dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Just that you can only do it every 10 days.
You can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
Are they yes or no questions? Or?
Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer to you. Truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
All right, let's not waste time and money then.
Yeah.
Which is why I said pose as an emissary of Lord Paxton.
We're not going to be able to do it. The guy's going to know that.
And then threaten his
Paladin
immortal
killed
soul
him.
with damnation.
The guy that killed me.
Yeah, the guy that killed me is now all of a sudden an emissary of Lord Paxton. I'm sorry, I don't have an intelligence score of 3.
We'll give him a mustache and he won't know.
All right, whatever. Let's just start making our way towards the fire giant lair. How long is it going to take us?
Got minor illusion, right? Put a
Where's
face.
your
use his
can you
action.
pull out your overland map?
Yeah.
You can't use
It's
it.
far. It's way up in the mountains, obviously. But
Oh, we could reincarnate him.
That would probably.
Is he wearing a bracelet?
check his ID. Does it say?
Do not reincarnate.
Yeah. It's got the little heart, or what do we got here?
Would he have psychic powers if he came back? I don't know. It might be tied to his race.
Maybe.
No, it would be a class skill. Or no, Druger, they do have psychic powers. That's tied to their race. So.
But he was casting all sorts of crazy spells.
So.
It's about 14 days by
Jesus
foot
Christ.
to get to Mount Sheen because you're traveling through mountains for a lot of it.
Can
It's by
we
foot.
beg the Waterdeep guard
Well,
riders to drop
We can
us?
teleport closer.
gonna
I
say,
think
we can teleport.
you guys have already done that at least once.
Yeah, we have.
You've called in that favor already.
We have. But how close can we get via teleport? Like, where
Because
can we
there's
get that
the
we
other
know?
mountain that we were at is very close. Where the frost, or no, I lied. The cloud giants. We haven't been there.
Remember the other option we have that we can try. It didn't work great last time, but we
Wait a
can-
minute. Do we have a good description of the fire giant lair?
You don't.
I mean, we know it's a volcano.
You know it's a volcano.
We could have a good.
Okay, wait. We
description
do know
of
it's a
the fire
volcano.
giant
So, can we spend a day in Waterdeep getting enough information about generalized information on the volcano, landmarks, so I could reasonably teleport us there?
Well, there's could go one better than that, but because if we can reasonably find out what it's like or where it's at roughly, then I can try to scry on the area, and then that puts us.
Then he sees it, and because we got the scrying dish in the Courier's Guild,
Yeah.
we can use that. Then I can see it, and then I can teleport us there safely.
Yeah, so we're gonna spend some time.
I think that's a good idea.
That's
Spend a
reasonable.
day or two in Waterdeep to research it, so he can scry it, and then I can teleport us there.
I like the sounds of that than just heading out right now.
It'd be much faster than going 14 days of walking through.
14 days of random encounters, bogging us down.
Are you telling me I carry around this Drugar head for no reason?
Yes.
Well,
Like he wouldn't have done that anyway.
Random encounters
Right.
that we don't get experience
No
points
reason.
for, I might add.
You don't get experience points for anything you do.
I
Take it out of
know.
your bag of heads.
That's what I'm all about, teleporting
I
us
put
there.
it back in my bag of heads.
I need a specialized bag of holding now,
Just for body parts.
just for heads.
So I've been reading this book, Caverns and Creatures. It's fucking hilarious. It's literally about a D&D session, except it's called Caverns and Creatures. And this one person gets turned into a vampire, and to carry the vampire around during the daytime so they don't burn up and everything, they let it stand inside of a bag of holding, close the bag of holding up over it, carry it around all day. Then at the end of the night when it's dark, they're like, name of it, and it just pops right out. It's awesome. It's like the greatest idea ever.
So are you guys doing some research then?
Yes.
To get some information about the mountains? Okay. So New Ulm Bard College is a pretty good, it's probably one of the best places best archives and whatnot for researching, doing some research and whatnot. So, who's going to be involved in getting that information?
I'm a sage, so I will definitely help with it.
I'll do that because
Excuse me.
Nigel went there.
Yeah. Well, Nigel went to the one in Silver Moon, but
Yeah.
but he's friends with them and stuff. Okay, so you head up there, and basically you have two routes. One, you can just pay for admittance into the stacks and do the research on your own, which, not being familiar with the library, could take quite a bit of time. Or you can pay one of the residents there who is familiar with the stacks to find the relevant books and do the research for you and basically bring you the information. Be much faster, much more expensive.
Could I possibly persuade the guy to do it for the Sword Coast Guard?
Why should I do it for free? There are scholars coming from all over the realms that pay for my services.
Because if
And there's
you
fire
do it
giants
for
coming here as well.
because if we don't get this information in a timely, cheap manner, you're gonna have fire giants that will level and raise the place, and then you won't have a job anymore.
What I don't understand is how you can sit on 200,000 gold pieces and still argue with an NPC who only wants.
What I don't understand is, how do you know how much money
I
we
was gonna
have? Who
say-
are you working
I
for?
was gonna say,
Are you an agent of Lord Paxton? Guards!
Kill it.
Guards! Kill it! Fireball! No, wait. Disintegrate! I ain't blowing up the library. I'll just disintegrate his ass.
Holy cow.
So yeah,
That was a lot louder than I thought it was going to be.
I was. Yeah,
Sorry, I don't have my hearing aids.
It did cause my hair to bubble.
I don't have 100 gold pieces on me, but if I can
They
use,
haven't
I'll
paid
use,
me
I
yet.
feel like we're okay with using it for the party fun.
All I gotta say is don't work for the Coast Guard because they don't
I agree with
pay.
Trevor. No.
Not approved.
They
Not
haven't given
approved.
me a paycheck.
How much money is he wanting to do the research?
He said 100 gold coins.
He said 100 gold?
For 100.
How about
That's
for
you
50?
started yelling and.
Why is he doing
Just
the
give him
research?
100 gold.
I thought we were doing the research.
No, because Luke said.
It would
the
take us a
guys-
long time.
Yeah, since the guy knows the
Give him
library.
200 gold to make it
You
expedient.
can get access to the stacks for 10 gold pieces a day, or you can pay him to do the research for you, and he'll probably have you some information within a day or two.
And if we could do an
Yeah,
expedition
I'm fine,
fee.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Or and
Paid 100 gold.
While he does that, I'm going to try to read my book.
You're trying to read your book.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see.
This is the one that makes it so you can't lie. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to remember that.
He kind of stuttered on that one.
I mean, but Sebastian doesn't lie anyway.
Unless of course he's the end game trader.
So it says, after spending 10 minutes of study in the tomb in search of information on a specific historical topic.
Sebastian. Are you Sebastian?
So I'm trying to think of a historical topic about.
Well, I mean, the geography and the layout of things is.
Does that count?
It's close enough,
Right.
in my opinion.
Uh,
So okay, you guys pay this.
And
You
King
pay
Snore might
the.
actually be a historical figure. I don't know how long fire giants live, but
That's true. You could just do research on Kate Snore Ironbelly.
yeah. I'll do that. So I get to roll for
Okay.
something.
Yeah, go ahead and. How does that work?
The bearer may consult the tomb for specific lore on the topic. Can't do so. So it's a history check, and it's, let's see. If I get 10 or more, I get 1d2. 15 or more, 1d3, etc., etc.
Okay.
So history check. Plus 6. 16, so 22.
Gives you what?
1d4 pieces of information.
All right, I'll roll that. You get 2 pieces of information about King Snore. Okay.
Alright. So I guess specifically I look for how long he's been around and maybe his possible maybe battles that he's been in, or if he's ever been attacked, how did people attack him?
Okay. So 2 pieces of information. King Snore is a fire giant, and he lives in Mount Cheen.
Alright, so then get to choose.
All right, so what the two pieces of information about King Snore Iron Belly. He is a fire giant who has been striving to ascend. He has been researching ways and trying to find ways that he can become composed of pure fire. He's been around for a few hundred years, according to the book you say, or at least he's been known for a few hundred years. And he's known for keeping priests and wizards about him. He has alliances with Dwerger, and basically he lives in a volcano, Mount Sheen, that you guys already know about that. And he's trying to ascend and become made of pure fire, as I said. And so he's constantly performing researches and experiments to do that. He's obsessed with doing that. Battles that he has been in, he's pretty renowned for not. He's pretty renowned for minding his own business and not causing too big of a commotion in the surrounding area, which is one of the reasons that he's lasted so long and people haven't teamed up to go kill him, because he doesn't constantly raid people and cause problems. He actually sometimes hires powerful wizards and stuff to perform some of these experiments to help him ascend into a deity or some sort of form of pure fire. So there's some information for you.
So we just need a fire hose.
So no one's ever tried to attack him because he's always kept to himself. So there are no
There are always plucky adventurers who go about thinking they're gonna take out the fire giants and get a whole bunch of cool, awesome crafted weapons.
But
Because
no,
fire giants are known for crafting good stuff. But
no massive attacks on his.
no,
So
we
no.
had two-
He's mostly harmless. He doesn't really do anything to draw attention down on himself.
So if we had 2 to 3 years, what we could do is plant stories about a secret magical thing down in Children.
Well, we don't have 2 to 3 years, so.
It's good to know they keep wizards and stuff around them.
Yeah. Silence and dispel magic and counter magic. Keep those memorized.
Dagger did this.
Oh, and the entire volcano is a dead magic zone.
But yet he keeps wizards and
That
clerics
makes
around.
sense.
So
Well, it only works for against you guys.
Oh yeah, that kind of dead.
So it's a plot device.
Right.
That was the pizza. Is this a good time to get pizza?
Probably.
And we've noticed that Gary's plot armor doesn't really protect him very well.
It doesn't.
Is Gary dead now? Finally?
Well, we have a new Gary.
And you got a new
Wait,
one.
new
We got a
Gary?
new Gary. Yeah.
Damn. Go ahead.
I have a question for you, Gary.
Yeah. I want to, in the evenings when we're at rest and whatnot, I want to silently communicate with who?
Trevor's wife knows that I don't like chocolate.
Yeah.
She made cookies that didn't have. She thought of me.
Nice.
She made cookies that did. Before, she was gonna put chocolate chips on. I was like, oh, what was this to her?
Nice. cool. I'm not a huge chocolate fan myself. I don't hate it, but I sure don't love it.
I can tolerate it if it's like in the presence of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I really like Snickers and I really like Reese Cups.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like with Snickers, there's so much other flavors going on.
See, but like, I kind of agree with like chocolate cake.
No, like a chocolate milkshake.
No, I agree.
But I mean, you went through all the hard work creating
I would do like a
this thing.
caramel,
I don't wanna,
like a vanilla, or like any kind of
I don't want your hard work to go to
definitely
shame.
not a
Yeah, that's okay.
chocolate.
And I think it'll be fun. One way or the other, it'll be fun. Maybe he could be the reason I start running into rooms and just fireballing like point blank on myself and just clearing the room.
That'd be
That
good.
needs a reason to do that.
You need a new spell
What's wrong with fireball?
in a fire giant's dungeon.
That's true.
Ice storm.
Not so easy.
Cold and cold. I have both of them. I'll just start
Just
memorizing.
study lightning bolt at third level. Or whatever.
Lightning bolt though is just. That's not a big area of effect. It's hard
The
to
most
protect.
you can get is 2.
Alright.
Well, giants are really wide though.
Okay, so, well, you might want to get 2 or 3. Whereas cone of cold or ice storm, you're going to get a lot more.
It's easier to place the cone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The line effects definitely got not so much fun. I remember in the day when lightning bolt bounced off of walls.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was so fun.
It was so enjoyable. It was crazy, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was playing like, what is it? Those like second edition games on the PCs, and lightning bolts would bounce off the walls. And I would never use lightning bolt because it would like usually end up hitting myself.
Right.
But if you angle it just right, it goes zigging through the bad guys. Oh, it's just gorgeous.
So Luke,
Much easier thing to do in a.
Computer games.
A zig is easier to do on the tabletop game than it is in the computer.
Oh yeah.
does frost armor give you any additional benefits to fire attacks?
Do you have cross armor? What does it say? Like you have a magic item called frost armor?
No, just armor bag.
Probably gives you vulnerability. No.
I mean, if the spell doesn't say that it gives you some advantage for the spire, then it doesn't.
Okay.
It needs to actually say in the spell description that it gives you like fire resistance or something.
Though I used to say, I used to play with circumstance. Like if you would sop yourself in water, then I'd give you advantage on a
Kevin,
saving
you
against
need
a
paper
fireball.
I do, thank you, yeah. I forgot to grab one. Thank you.
But disadvantage against lightning bolt.
It also give you soggy underpants.
Yeah. Yeah. Later in the night, you have trouble sleeping because your underpants shrank.
You sleep with your underpants on? Isn't that a little like restrictive?
You need to do a
It
lot of
keeps-
movement when
It,
You gotta toss and turn a little bit.
it keeps the black pudding out. So yeah, hell, I'll sleep in light armor because you're allowed.
Okay, so we were resolving your guys' investigating. So I gave you information based on your book that you read. And then
I gotta write down today's date.
it is the 17th of Alteric, which is February. The equivalent of February. And so he takes a day, comes back to it at the end of the day, and he has some pretty good information for you. He has there's an excerpt from a tome that he found that gives a pretty good description about Cheen, the volcano, and everything. And there's even like a crude drawing of it and everything that kind of has some major landmarks and stuff. Now he does tell you that this is from about 50 years ago, and Mount Cheen is a semi-active volcano. So there's a good chance that the topography of the mountain has changed, because it has like lava flows and stuff that go down it. So this is to be taken with a grain of salt.
So when you pick your teleportation spot.
I'm not picking it until after he scries it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I ain't gotta worry about it.
So you're using the scry spell. Is that what you have?
We're gonna you're gonna use the one in the Curious Guild because then we get some pretty good bonuses with that.
Mm-hmm.
The scrying pool.
Yeah, so you have a likeness or a picture
Okay.
of
Good.
what you're scribing.
It's not terrible.
Yep. So it has a -2 save modifier.
The mountain does?
The mountain has a -2 save modifier.
That's awesome.
Well, I mean, you're whatever your saving DC is, take it down by 2, and that's my save DC. And the mountain has to make a Wisdom saving throw. Well, it says you can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. I mean,
I think there's down below is more things about scrying locations.
oh, it says instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you have seen before as a target of the spell. When you do so, the sensor appears that location and doesn't move.
But it says the location you've seen before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the picture won't work.
Yeah.
Well, you have a likeness or a picture of that location. There's a chance it'll work. So you going to scry some stuff?
Sure. Well, I guess we'll try, right?
Does it require any components here?
No. The big damn thing.
Oh, which you already have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, you head on over that thing and scry it. What's your save DC? I'm going to give the mountain a +5 to his wisdom. It's been around for so long. It's got to be wise.
No.
It's a mountain. It's eternal.
This mountain has fire erupting up through it and melting away. So if I was a mountain, I wouldn't think it was very wise to
It's
let
kind of
that
always
happen.
reincarnating.
No, that's stone shaping itself.
It's practically fire mountain. And people who play with fire aren't wise.
Okay, so you bring up, in your scrying pool, you bring up the image of a mountain. Definitely a volcano. You can see like lava flows going down its side and everything.
All right. Well, I think this is it.
I mean, how many molten volcanoes are there? Wait, check for dinosaurs and tropical jungles around.
What he said.
Can't really move.
Do we
Wait,
see?
but with
do
the
we see any
scrying spell,
jungles?
you can maneuver it around the.
Make an investigation check as you study this landscape.
Natural
It
20.
says when you
so
do, the
30.
center appears at that location and doesn't move. It specifically says that.
30.
As you look around, this mountain appears to be in a climate that is pretty distinct from Waterdeep's. This is, you can see snow covering not just the mountainous area around, but valleys and stuff. This appears to be a mountain far to the north, or way to the south, but near one of the poles. This is probably not a
But I
mountain.
wanted to eliminate tropical jungles because.
Can you let him finish talking?
This is probably not a mountain near Waterdeep that you're looking for. This is something probably in the spine of the world.
Okay.
So you got the wrong
That
mountain.
was the important thing.
Nope. Spine of the mountain's right.
Spine of the world?
Spine of the world? Yeah,
That's the wrong mountain range by a long ways. You want the Sword Mountains.
Oh, so this mountain we're looking at is the wrong mountain?
That's what I just said, yes.
Also, it's the wrong mountain.
Can I take a
Maybe there's fairy giants there. Let's just go.
Right, right.
Can I take a guess to why we were looking at the wrong mountain?
Mhm.
What do I need? Yeah, that's what I'm
Stupid
doing.
wise.
Do an insight check.
Wise ass volcano.
I thought you were saying like you knew.
16.
I rolled an 18 on the die, and his save DC was 17. That's why.
You reveal game mechanics. What are you talking
It's
about?
because
We're looking
yeah.
for a volcano, not a frozen mountain. Can you try again?
This is a volcano.
It is a volcano.
Didn't we get
But
like
it's
extra stuff for you?
clearly
for
not where
scrying
we
pool,
want. I
though?
It's a
think
different volcano.
reread the information that the
It's a component that's
bard
required
sent
for
to
the
us.
casting of it. You don't actually get like any bonuses for it.
Okay, so I'm asking him to reread the information that was given to us and to re-scry.
You want me to cast a spell again?
You gotta cast it again? You got the wrong one, so you'd have to cast it again.
That's another 5th level Marine.
Whatever.
Says the wizard.
Well, take a damn rest, and you'll get your spells back.
How much would you normally charge for the casting of a spell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
pretty high prices.
Well, that's
Yeah.
right. And how much you want me to charge you for the teleport? Or do you want to walk 14 days, motherfucker? We go all back and forth all day. Because anything you charge me, I'm going to charge you the same times 2.
I'm not going to charge you.
You're not in part of the
You
negotiation.
don't even
Not
cast spells.
But
You can't cast spells, so you're not part of the
no,
negotiation.
I
No.
can. Like animal eye. I can see through the eyes of a beast.
I
Got a
think-
little ranger in there.
That reminds me of
I think
I mean, given the circumstances, it's clear
I
that
think that we need to try something different. I think we need to try finding Snare instead of finding.
do we have a likeness, or no, we just know of him?
Hey, you've heard of him.
Right.
So,
Have we ever been given a description of him? Did your information give you a description of what he looks like?
Nope, you heard what I got.
yeah. That's what
I
you got.
mean,
You guys know what fire giants look like.
yeah, I was going to say about your tall.
So we know where he's at, and so we're somewhat. Would we be considered familiar with him for scrying?
You have heard of the target. Secondhand knowledge.
Second hand, yeah. It gets +5 on a save.
But -5 because we're using pool.
The pool is a prerequisite to casting the
That's
spell.
required, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought it
It's
gave us
required.
bonuses.
It's
So-
it's the
Go
component.
ahead and try to
That's
scry
literally
first.
what I just
sorry.
asked.
I like that
I'm
idea.
sorry. I thought it gave us a bonus.
You're like in your own world over there.
No, I thought it gave us a bonus.
So
I
what about-
remember-
He is a bugbear.
I just asked that question.
Yeah, we did. I remember this. Damn it.
This is why. He, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be awesome when I'm like 90.
So what do I
He's like, dude, I can capacity plan the crap out of multiple companies and do all of this crazy programming crap. But like, yeah.
Remembering what happened 5 minutes
When it
ago,
comes
5
to
seconds ago.
D&D.
But,
like 5
like,
seconds ago.
yeah, you can do all that, but did I eat lunch? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
So I think scrying out the fire giant leader is a good idea.
It doesn't give us a teleport location though, unless we want
Yes,
to
it does.
teleport in his
Yes,
Right
it
to
does.
him.
We'll see his room that he's in.
That's also teleport's not an exact science, right? Like it's
I'm willing to take the chance.
like we might just end up in a pool of lava.
If I can see the room, then I'm familiar with it. There's no chance of failure. So he scries a dude out.
I don't think that's entirely accurate.
Actually, it's like 90% chance or something.
So
Hold on, I'll read it to you. I will read it over to you. Let's see. Scene. Very familiar with the place. You're on target 25 to 100.
It won't work.
Well, that wouldn't work.
He already said that he's got wizards and priests working for him.
So he could be cloaking and doing all sorts of shit.
He could forbid himself.
So we have a description there,
Palace.
right?
Yep.
So that's 74 out of 100 to land where we want to go.
What's the downside
If
of
he
just
scry-
traveling 2 weeks?
Trevor, if he scries a dude and we see like his
It's a long
bedroom
time.
or the throne room that he's
It
in,
could things
then
should happen.
then I'm very familiar
Things should
with it.
progress between now.
How much does it cost to buy a hippogriff?
I don't know, but I don't know how many more hippogriffs I want to be responsible for the death of.
We don't have anything of his, right? We didn't get anything of Snare's from any of them. Okay.
Unless, of course, you count this head that was owned by him. I mean, he won the Druzar.
That's doesn't.
Drurgar.
Burger.
Duergar.
There you go. Good enough.
It's a diphthong, dude. Come on, man.
Like, Luke, now you know how Raku feels.
Right?
I
Renee?
want nothing to do with any dips
Rachel.
or thongs.
Rudolph. Roku.
Ragu.
Is it really a diphthong?
Yeah,
I didn't even know what it was
It's
until
a UE.
that's a
So-
Yeah.
What's
diphthong.
So, yeah.
So like
there's no known spells unless it's a DM plot device of teleporting, stopping us from being able to use teleport into the dude's bedroom or throne room if that's what
There's lots of things that exist.
I don't think that, right, so that wasn't my intent, for the record, to teleport where he was. I just was hoping to get an idea of where he was if we viewed him, but, because I
People
didn't.
scrying out specific individuals and then teleporting directly in to kill them is something that's been tried for thousands of years. People would figure out a way to avoid that.
Yep.
It's not a new idea.
I think we did.
We're sitting at 75 right now, right?
What?
We're sitting at 75 right now, right?
75% chance of failure?
Oh, it's on success.
No.
Oh.
No, because you got the wrong mountain. If you'd seen the right mountain.
We have a description. That's all we have. So to be on target is 74 to 100.
Ah, so only, okay.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Mishap is 1 through 43. A similar area is 44 to 53. And then off target, what's off target? How far off target are you?
500 miles.
Distance off target is 1d10 times 1d% 10% of the distance. So it's a ratio, but
The high probability of being straight up in the air too.
good.
Well,
Or the cats fly before we go.
and
I have a question for you, and this is we could use plane shift. You and update one creatures who link hands in a circle, blah 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 blah, are transported to a different plane of existence. I know you'd have to basically cast it twice. But hear me out on this one. We know where there's a teleport circle that has a portal to the Fey realm, which is a different plane of existence. We step into that portal, we're all together, then I use plane shift back to the prime material plane to Mount Vesuvius or where the fuck we gotta go.
Wizard. But I've heard that the Fey realm and magic, they aren't really buddies, right?
There's also the chance we
Like, you
go
can teleport
and
and
immediately leave
we
again.
get
and it's been
eaten by
400
a
years.
dragon that you created with your teleport. It just happens in the Fey realm.
And
Now
we'll
you
be
told me
a
that
dragon, and
story.
that would be embarrassing.
I'm not saying
We
it's
come
not.
back
Alright,
and
then we
Maximus
plane
rules the
shift
world.
to another plane of existence that we could survive on, and then plane shift back.
I like this plane.
I don't.
So, how much does it cost to get a ride on an gnomish airship? Or elite form of fantasy world travel?
We don't get to
Hang
choose where we
on.
go.
So I could try to scry once more. Let's just take one more shot at it. Can I use? How do luck points work on that? Something like that? Could I use luck points on something like that where I affect your roll? Or I affect yours?
You'd expect you'd 2 luck points to lower my roll by 1.
Okay.
How many luck points do you have?
I have 5.
Okay. If I donate one of my luck points to him, can we lower your roll by 3?
Sure.
Sure. That's fine. I'll use them.
Okay.
Alright, so you lower my roll by 3?
Yep, and I'll cast the spell again.
Alright. Wow, that was hard.
Kind of.
Shut up.
Alright. So, in the scrying bowl appears a volcano with lava running down its sides. And it appears to be in a climate similar to that which you are in.
Good. So we probably have the right one then.
We need him to
Judging from what we can see in the picture, does this one pretty closely resemble the information that was given to us by the Bard's College?
We need another investigation check.
Hey.
Investigation check.
5. So that's 15.
It seems pretty logical. It looks like it's probably the right mountain.
Is there a big sign that says snore?
Yeah.
In big purple neon lighting.
I'm pretty good at this reading stuff.
I'm just like imagining like a tourist attraction. Mountain this way.
You have to be so tall to get up this mountain. But the thing
Sorry,
is,
Druid, you're fucked.
but the height bar is like way up there.
The height bar is like 15 feet. Yeah.
We're all
So we'll take a long rest so you get your spells back, and then we'll.
Don't mess with
teleport
y'all. Bench
tomorrow.
press the bouncer, man.
Yeah, he grows up real big. He's like.
I think we were going to.
How long does it take to create a scroll?
A long time.
A long
Does it?
time.
Is it a long time? Okay.
Depends on the level, but
7th level.
a long time.
Yeah.
I think you can do it in. Oh yeah, that one would take a while. But
For a scroll?
Takes a while.
It does.
Okay.
Long time.
I think it's based on the gold piece value.
There's a fair chance when we're there that we're gonna have to rest at some point, right?
Uh-huh.
Can we rest before we go there?
Well, I wonder if it's worth it because we can see it right now, right?
I have to be able to see it. Well, no. Yeah, if I see the place, then we've got 75% chance
It's a good
of
chance,
success.
yeah.
If I
I thought it
no
said-
longer seeing it, then it's just a good.
If you have seen it once,
Oh,
I think then it's.
I thought that was all one.
Mm-mm.
If you had seen it. Okay, yeah, let's go down then.
I'm rested.
Well, like, that depends on Luke's interpretation. Does actively looking at it in a scrying bowl make you familiar with your destination? Because familiar is not a defined.
Last time, when we were using the scrying pool, we had 0% chance of failure
Yeah,
because I was
once.
actively looking at it. That's the way he wrote it last time. So,
I think it's actually written.
Well, according to this, I don't know. I don't have it right.
See, if viewed once is a very low chance. If viewed once is the one you're telling me. You tell me 74 to 100.
What?
I'm looking at viewed once.
Yep.
As same as description.
Yeah.
Viewed once. Viewed once is a place you have seen once, possibly using magic. That absolutely applies to this situation.
if we don't cast it right now, if I'm continuously looking at
I
it,
was gonna say if we see it, isn't that different? If we're looking at it, that's what I understand.
Yeah. last time we did this,
Because you could turn and look away and look at it again. No, it's read
Oh
it
wait,
twice.
very familiar. Very familiar is a place you have been very often, a place you have carefully studied, or a place you can see when
Right.
you cast the spell.
Right.
So
That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
Right.
you would be very
So we'd
familiar.
be very familiar.
So there's
yes.
still a 25% chance of
There
failure.
is, but it's better than what we've got otherwise. If we don't do it, it's way worse.
yeah, absolutely.
If we had an object or a teleportation circle, then it's
That would
out.
be different, of course, right?
But we don't.
So this is our best chance right now. And I don't want to give up our best chance. So
Let's go.
How long does your scrying last? Let me ask you that.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
Yeah, and you guys have blown about 5 of it, arguing about how the teleport spell works.
So, are we gonna dive into the pool?
I said,
How we do it?
Yes, go.
So I open up a teleportation circle and I tell him, all right, dive in. I put it over the pool so he has to jump in, but I want the teleportation circle to go to like the troll cave by the Feyrealm portal.
Send it there instead.
Yeah,
Now I think I've misplaced my character.
That's fine.
it's in the Feyrealm.
Ow! Oh, I put it in my bag.
He's already planning on roll Clinton for the night.
I must still leave your characters to me, dude.
I think he's drunk.
I
You
didn't
can't
bring
drink
you any beer.
alcohol.
Oh.
I can't. I think I smished my brains trying to get my MBA.
Yeah,
Let's
so
get it.
You did just say the word smish, so I think I might agree with
He
you.
said trying to get it.
Trying to get it. I mean,
that's how they pronounce it.
Is it still in process?
That's right. Northern Detroit. That's the Northern Detroit version.
Yep. Smished my brains.
So are you casting
So
teleport?
here's my question before we do this. We got like 5 minutes.
We've spent like an hour talking about getting to the mountain.
We know we're getting ready. We're going to the
go! I dive into the pool.
It's his head.
Nothing happened.
1d6 bludgeoning damage.
He hits his head, is knocked unconscious, is now floating face down in the pool.
All right, we're just gonna leave him there for a minute.
Do not-
He's got a
do not
constitution of
reincarnate.
what? Which constitution? Oh shit, he's got a high constitution. He can hold his breath for a while. He can go
He's
jump.
not holding his breath, he's unconscious.
He doesn't need to breathe.
He's reflexively breathing water.
Hold your breath while you're sleeping. See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll test this.
All right, grab his head, just lean it over the edge of the pool. Should we try to find potions of fire resistance before we go there and do this
We have
tomorrow?
some. You've got a couple.
I didn't know we had potions of
You
fire
don't
resistance.
need any potions of fire resistance.
I've got one.
I do.
Yeah, it says the DM sending us to a fucking volcano with fire giants. You're not needing no potions of fire resistance.
Yeah.
What the hell, Roy? We're gonna believe you.
He doesn't sound like that.
I don't speak like Yoda.
Right.
No, because that would be cool.
You all need to go over here, you do.
Need fire resistance, you do not.
All right, fine.
resistance, not useful it is.
If you guys don't think we need the potions, then fine, whatever. I'll just
I mean,
cast.
I already have one.
I don't, but I have the spell that gives me resist and the ability to dodge.
Okay.
And you're a rogue.
And I'm a rogue.
That doesn't work.
Do you have,
Save.
do you have damage that isn't fire?
Yes.
I had that problem on my wizard, but I wasn't.
Oh,
this
no.
level either.
I have lightning, cold, and fire. Alright, then yeah, I'll cast teleport.
Okay, casting teleport. So let me roll these dice.
Do I get to roll?
No, you don't.
Why?
I get to roll because
That's
it says that it
lame.
literally says the DM rolls 1d.
I don't care what the
That's a
DM,
DM.
says. Why can't I roll
can
my own
check
thing?
because I don't trust you.
I roll in front of you.
I still don't trust you.
What the hell? Bastard.
All right, here we go. All right, so if it is between 25 and 100, you're on target.
Yes.
Stay on target.
It is a 14.
Awesome.
You are off target.
That's why I wanted to roll it. 36.
So, off target. You and your group appear a random distance away from the destination in a random direction. Distance off target is 1d10 times 1d10% of the distance that was to be traveled.
Times
roll
1d10%.
So 1d 10%. So let's start with, you should start with the whatever percent.
It's too many percentages.
Get some ones and we'll be fine.
They said that this edition was easier.
I know, right? Now there's a bunch of math with this. Holy cow.
All right.
That's
Usually
a lot
when
of
it was
math.
last time
I
it
have
was
just
500
I
miles.
have just done a calculated complication in my head.
Oh, great.
You came up with
lot
like
of math.
50 million. I just know it.
It's like 10 times 10 can't equal that number. Right?
All right, so thank you, wizards, for your awesome spell description. You cast the spell, and you know the world kind of like wavers before all of you, and then you find yourself standing on the side of a mountain that is not a volcano. Probably never was a volcano. However, 2 mountains over, you can see a volcano.
It's not too bad. Hopefully it's the right one.
Oh, that's like a day, right? We're good. Like, we cut out a lot of time.
Alright.
You guys, I almost drowned. I think we
Few
should take
days,
a long
but,
rest
yeah, it's
so
close
we can fill up after this.
Where's your overlap map?
I think I put it back away.
So just by looking around, Mount Sheen is this one. You're probably down here on Mount Satan, which is the Frost Giant Mountain.
So we could have just teleported there pretty easily anyway.
Yeah, it looks pretty familiar to you guys. So this is going to be this is going to be 3, 4, 5. So you're 6 days away from Mount Sheen.
Jeez.
Hey, we saved ourselves 8 days. 7 days.
Now, however, you can now actually see Mount Sheen from where you are.
Let's take a long rest and teleport again.
We could see it then. Look what happened.
That's true.
Well, now we're more familiar with it.
But I called an Uber Pegasus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Uber's out to take
Lyft
us.
would have been better because it flies. But
Oh, I see what you did there. Nice.
Is Lyft a competitor of Uber?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which one has the actual helicopters?
I think it's Uber.
Uber has helicopters?
Yeah, they have them at JFK or something.
Oh,
Yeah, they really do.
They'll
Crazy.
take you from the one airport to the other in New York.
oh okay.
It's not like a
Oh, okay.
better than fucking taking a taxi. That's for damn sure.
higher chance of death.
Yeah.
All right, so you are a couple mountains away.
Well, if we're not gonna wait and teleport again, then we need to start walking.
I don't know, might as well. If we're 1 day closer, it lessens our error percentage options by.
Yeah,
This is true.
D10 times D10%.
Even
I
if
use
we're,
that.
even
I
if we're
use
going to
that.
cast it after a long rest, we have to wait a day to do a long rest, so we might as well.
All right.
Okay, so you guys travel a day toward it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys travel a day toward it and you can't teleport again?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to end up back on the freaking
Right.
giant mountain.
I rolled a 60.
Yay, we're there!
Alright.
Woohoo!
You guys, the world blurs before you and you find yourselves on the side of a active volcano. There are lava flows going past you down the slopes of this volcano. This volcano is probably some 3,000-ish feet tall or so. It's a pretty good sized mountain. You are roughly, you're not quite at the base, but you're not a long way up it either. So there's a little bit of a climb to get to the top of it. Yeah, I can definitely see that the top of this mountain was blasted away. Who knows how long ago, but there was an eruption at some point that blasted peak of this mountain away. So it's now kind of like one of these volcano-ish type looking peaks. And there is like some smoke, some black dark smoke, kind of lazily, kind of like, coming out of it. Not like, spewing smoke, but just a lazy little stream of smoke coming out of the top of the volcano.
Do we see any like fortifications?
Give me a perception check.
Fine. At the start or at the end of our long rest, before he would have casted, I'll give a very inspiring speech to give everyone 20 temp HP.
All right. So he inspires you all 20 temporary.
I love that story.
18.
The one with the fish.
18.
How long does that last?
It's temp HP until you lose them, until you take a long rest.
Looking around, you do not notice any
Fortifications.
fortifications or anything.
Any obvious entrances? Caves, that kind of stuff, in our general area.
In your general area, give me a perception check.
How did you do that?
You know, just that
Do
Druger
what?
How did
How did you do that?
I took a feat. That was me.
Leadership or something?
Yeah, inspiring leader 12 plus 6, 18.
Stand by.
I used to give my comrades temporary HP.
I can do it every short rest and or long rest, but I can't. You could do it, 3 times per day or something using your inspiration die, or I can't remember.
Did he find anything, Luke?
I gotta pull up the adventure real
What's
quick.
better in combat? And just like, oh, everyone's
Also
also
the,
so again, like, the movement was
speed, yeah,
key.
movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
That cookie was really good.
I'm a little disappointed that she cares more about your taste than mine. She didn't make them
I mean,
chocolate chip.
there are some caves nearby. Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's pick the closest one and get off the side of the mountain before we're spotted.
I mean, theoretically, giants don't do a very good job of like hiding their movements. So we should be able to, as we go to different caves, see one that has traveled in pretty frequently, right?
Well, that if the cave isn't
I would worry
big enough for them to get
I
in.
can get us a little closer, I think. I'm going to, since I have my 5th levels back, so we rested, I'm going to cast Commune with Nature. It gives me a 3-mile area around me, or up to 300 feet worth of underground caves. And it said I can instantly gain 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects.
300 feet. Okay.
So I'm looking for powerful elementals. I am looking for influences from other planes of existence, specifically fire.
Okay.
And I'm looking for, it says prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. I need some help on that definition.
Okay.
Would a group of giants be considered
Right,
peoples?
that's what I'm wondering.
So there is definitely a thinning of the veil between the elemental plane of fire and the prime material plane somewhere within one of these caves, kind of in that general direction. The other one was powerful elementals. You don't sense any powerful elementals within 300 feet of you. And then prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. You definitely sense some creatures within one of these caves.
Okay, so it determined the location of. So that's what I would like to do.
Of what?
Of the prevalent peoples.
Yeah, they're in one of these caves.
Okay, the location, not one of these caves.
Yeah,
It
you know,
specifically
know which
says
one.
he can determine
keeps
the
them.
location.
you know exactly which cave it is.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear.
Okay, there we go.
That's what I wanted to hear. Like, one of these caves. Like, what do you think? Like, no, it's, okay, we're good. I wasn't sure if you were saying it's just.
No, yeah, you know exactly which one. Yep, no problem.
Anyway, okay, good.
Alright, let's do it. Did you know
Lead
what
on.
kind of prevalent peoples is in the cave?
Well, I was aiming for giants, so hopefully that happened.
Okay. Not river rises or
Those are peoples.
giant people eaters.
They're animals. I don't know.
Could be plants.
It's hard to tell these days. Drew.
They are of the goblinoid persuasion.
Worthless.
That might still be okay, right?
You're
Even if-
goblinoid.
Yeah, trained by the.
Even if that's not getting us exactly where we need to go, they probably know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think
know
that's
best.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill some kobolds.
Good with that.
Gary's
We're
like,
good.
what do you mean kill kobolds?
You deserve to die.
It seems unlikely that
Gary.
They're
One of
not
them said
this-
something bad about you.
They're not of an ascended status like
This isn't-
yourself.
This isn't
Ascended status.
this isn't kobold environment.
No.
They're fire kobolds, yes it is.
All right, so what are we doing?
We're gonna head to that cave area.
Okay.
Even if it doesn't lead us directly where we want to go, we think it'll help.
So you're going into the cave?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are heading into the cave, and as you kind of head into the cave, you hear a voice that shouts out ahead of you and says, "Halt! Go no further!" It's this voice. I'm sorry. Who understands this voice?
I was gonna say, does it speak goblin?
Grist, you are the only one that understands this. It is Goblin. Halt! Go no further.
What do you want?
This is the territory of the Slapbelly clan.
Do you have bugbears?
No,
I could be your leader.
we have a leader.
I challenge him to a fight.
You can't just challenge him.
Why not?
Actually,
I'm
you
bigger
can.
I'm bigger than him. Stronger. Makes me a better leader. I'm pretty sure I know the rules.
He's got a point. He can challenge him for leadership. That's kind of how their hierarchy works.
Tell you what, I will even declare how I finish him off. I will rip off his arm and then drink from his shoulder socket. Gulp, gulp, gulp. And then hurl his body into a stalactite in the ceiling.
You hear like it sounds like the flip flop of feet running across the stone, and then a voice calls out, "Actually, we don't have a leader anymore."
Beat feet.
And then you see a goblin kind of step out with a spear, and in one hand he has like some sort of like scepter. It's like a wooden stick, and it looks like there's some sort of like doll at the end of it with like some like blonde hair and stuff, lipstick painted on it, and he kind of holds this like scepter with the doll at the end of it up and says, "Looks like you won."
Oh, that was tough.
I take the staff.
Shove it in your belt.
Well,
What's a scepter to them, so it's a twig to you.
as first decree, you all have the day off.
Yay! And then the goblin just throws his spear down and just walks away.
You're making a bunch of funny noises. Why are you looking at me? I don't know what's going on.
Well, it sounded like I was swearing.
Oh, okay.
Because I assume that's what goblin sounds like.
I don't know.
Bit French.
Sound like when I eat chicken. So did you find out anything? He handed you a stick.
Yeah, I'm the king.
Oh, that's good. So, did you find out anything?
You didn't, did you? You're not the smartest guy, are you?
What was I supposed to find out? The goblins.
Oh, I don't know.
We
Where
don't want
to
to interrogate the Druger. The Duerger.
Dark dwarves.
The dwarfs of color. And
You're
Ask
gonna
ask
get
him
the
where the giants are.
NAACP on here. I understand.
I know.
they
I mean, if they live here, they've probably
who are
seen.
smart.
His name is Charles Hobart, for the record.
So as those two goblins start to walk away, I'm gonna go in full sprint and tackle the one that had the scepter or whatever.
Okay, yeah, you tackle him.
What did turtles?
He starts squealing, and he says, "King, help me!"
And I'll try to intimidate him. So in my
He's
You and
intimidated.
you, do what you do to help.
This is the first time I've ever had soup attack me.
Providing he hits.
I'll just ask
I
him,
laughed too hard.
That is too funny.
Oh my god.
So you've tackled the goblin.
So, yeah.
He is definitely intimidated by you.
I'll ask him, where do the giants stay?
Ooh, excuse me.
Stand by. It responds to you in common, saying, "The giants are up. They're up the side of the mountain. They got walls and stuff up there. It's very easy to find. Just go up.
Let's go back.
Is there a cave? Is there a cave that goes in?
Do I think he's telling the truth, or is he just scared?
Give me an insight check.
8.
8.
Yes.
He seems truthful.
I'm not trying to look up what walls.
You see the ceiling of the cave before you.
So,
Is there a cave from the outside of the
I thought
mountain
we were
that leads
still
into there? Leads into the giants?
We don't know where the giants live. We just know where the entrance is. They're like,
Where's the entrance outside? Up.
it's up. There's walls. There's a fortification with towers and stuff.
so the caves under the volcano. How far does my domain spend?
It goes in a good ways. We don't really go in that far.
Because there's monsters and bad things.
Well, then probably we just
Like,
we don't go that far.
how many do you command now? I don't ask him. Oh yeah, how many are you?
Oh, there are thousands of us in these caves.
Yeah, thousands.
Are you the leader of all thousands of them?
Must be.
Yeah, thousands.
Oh, no, I just assumed.
Totally buy it.
Ask him how many clans are, because you're the leader of this clan.
Are you putting words into the mouth of our king? Who is our king?
Me.
Why is he telling you what to do?
I'm asking. I'm not telling.
He is what's called a counselor. Counselor.
I think it's Crucilar.
Oh my god. Advisor.
Advisor.
Advisor or advisor?
No, advisor. We are changing the English language up.
There are thousands of us.
In your clan?
Well, yes, a tribe.
Is your new king the king of the whole tribe or just your clan?
Oh, absolutely. He holds the Dal scepter, rules all.
Yeah, see, Madali.
Good deal.
We took that from a little girl we tortured for days.
Did she scream?
Oh, did she scream?
Good deal.
Wow.
Did you want to stay on the good side?
I assume it was a little girl evil.
Was she evil?
No, I'm telling you on the side.
No, she wasn't evil. She was a goody two-shoes. She was begging for mercy to the end.
Definitely evil. I mean, for certain.
Wait a minute. Did she call out to any gods when you were torturing her?
Well, she was calling out to her mother, but her
Well,
mother was dead already.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, in
They
that
killed
case,
her
then-
mother in front of her.
Whatever.
Probably a hag.
Probably.
Oh no, she was just a normal person.
Hags are tricky like that.
Yeah. They like to take the disguises of old people. Normal people. You
Oh
probably...
no, we got it from a farmhouse.
Well,
Where's the farmhouse at?
I don't know. Down the mountain.
I've got a new decree. I'm hungry.
I'm
And,
hungry.
and we must travel to the reaches of our kingdom, for it is now time for goblin kind to rise.
Oh, what are we
Get
rising?
our just due.
What's our due?
We will become a very important and very powerful.
Oh, well, that sounds wonderful. All right, everybody, let's go!
So, I need layouts, a guide to the edges of these caverns. There must be a way further into this mountain.
So they come forward, and one of the goblins says, But technically we have the day off.
Not anymore.
That was yesterday.
What did you just said it.
It was yesterday he said it.
Yes.
It was magic. Yesterday you had
This
the day
is
off.
daylight savings.
This is bullcrap.
Take it up with the union.
If you want me to explain it, bring out the person who tortured that little girl. And I will explain it to him, because he's probably the only person capable of understanding what I'm putting down.
All right, everybody come out. The entire clan, let's go. And so you goblins start to file out, and you soon have 7 goblins standing around you.
That's the entire clan.
All right.
There's your ruler.
There's your thousands.
There's your kingdom.
This is looking pretty late.
And then they all,
All right.
like, they all simultaneously point to one goblin who stands there.
You, come here.
I didn't do it. I swear to you. I didn't do it.
Can I see if he's lying?
Insight.
Oh.
Still, it's garbage insights rolls, man.
12. He seems to be truthful. He didn't do it.
If you didn't. Ah, it doesn't matter.
And I just reach in and I'm going to tear his throat out.
Tear his throat out. He falls down flopping, bleeds out, and dies.
All right. Did you see the tactful way that I convinced him that I was right?
And all the other goblins just are like,
All right. So let's get to work. Yesterday is yesterday. Today is today. Today we rise.
could we rise after our day off?
It is after your day off. Come here.
Wait, what?
Now you're down to 6.
He kind of shuffles forward and he's like,
All right.
I go have a seat and I offer you some of my tack while I'm eating it. Like, you want some? Hey, all right, turtle guy.
Turtle guy.
You want some of this?
Let me
It's a good show.
Let me ask you a simple
Where's the
question.
popcorn at?
Do you have the day off?
No.
Or do you plan on living?
Say you have the day off.
He gave you the day off.
What, you want a truthful answer?
Yes. Do you want to lie to your king?
Okay. You. Yes.
Yes. What? Is today your day off?
Today is your day off. Or you want to live.
Yes.
But is today your day off?
I kill him.
And they're down to 5.
Next.
All right. So I'm getting my point across here.
Is that a raisin or a roach? Do you think? You're over there. I'm eating. I'm watching you from a distance. I'm enjoying the show.
So this is so difficult. Being king is not easy. So, you just kill that guy next to you. Just because I'm getting tired of doing it myself.
I did it. And then one of them stabs another one with a spear, takes him down.
All right.
Now you're down to 4.
As you can see, this process is getting easier for me to handle. So, let's get to work, shall we?
What did you? Yes, sir.
Good answer.
Promotion. You are now a general in my army.
Whoa.
Boss those other ones around.
You kill him. And you're down to 3.
Good job. Now make sure that
Nobody else kills each other.
we have at least 2 workers left to do the dirty work, or you will have to do it yourself.
And there's 3, and he's the general, so you got 2 workers. All right, we're ready to go, boss. Let's do it.
All right, I got it solved.
Oh man, he's a smart one. He can count to 2. That's great.
I can count higher than that.
Yeah,
There really aren't numbers higher than that. He's making it up.
he's lying.
How many thousands are left now?
All right.
2.
All right, so let's go. So, probably not thousands in the cave.
But the cave doesn't go where we want it to go.
I don't know if it's truly. So I could. So out. You said like it's 300 feet underground, but 3 miles outside, right? when I cast the
Does
spell.
it say 3 miles? I
It
thought
says 3 miles outside, 300 feet underground.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah.
Oh, it does say 3 miles. Oh, okay. Okay.
Also, I have
Just
favorite
wanna be-
terrain. Underdark?
Yeah,
Does that count
there are
caverns?
definitely large prevalent creatures up the side of the mountain.
Up the
as
side of
well.
the mountain. That's
Giant,
what I wanted
giant
to confirm.
kind, yes.
So we do, okay.
Yes.
I still would have wanted to stop here and talk to the goblins. It was fun. But anyway, it was an enjoyable encounter. So, but good. So at least we can confirm that they are up the mountain.
So my favorite terrain is underground. And can we possibly use that, like survival checks, to determine if there's any foot traffic that goes further into the caves? Basically, what we're looking for is another way in, so we don't have to march right through the fortifications of the the boundary. So what we're looking for is signs of maybe a Drugar tunnel, Druer.
Yeah, just give me a survival check.
Just make the roll. Man.
Why'd you roll with advantage?
Oh, because we're underground.
Oh, you get to roll with advantage?
Favorite terrain
Oh,
for
okay,
survival
okay.
checks.
Okay.
Survival is plus 15, so 28.
28. I mean, there's some tracks that lead back into the. There's actually one set of tracks. There's actually one set of goblinoid tracks that leads back into the tunnels, and it was made within the last 30 minutes.
That's the leader.
Yep.
Have you seen Drugar? Durgar.
Yeah, Dwerger.
The goblins can say it.
Yeah, they occasionally march down the mountain, down to the south.
You want to borrow my knife? Or just saying, it kind of lipped off to you.
Anyway, kill yourself.
Let's go. What?
I'll go outside while all this goblin murdering's going on.
Okay, you go outside.
But I make no more movement or pay any more attention to him, so whether he does or not.
He just kind of stands there looking around.
Yeah, let's go.
I can't feel bad. Goblins aren't inherently evil.
He said they
And kill
come down the
themselves
mountain.
Yeah, but they're
Like the outside of the
unarmed
mountain,
and
not through the cave.
Yes.
severely outmatched.
And they're evil.
They weren't causing harm to anyone.
And they're evil.
We're not evil. Why would you say we're evil?
The book says.
That's right, the book says.
The torture of the little girls and stuff.
Well, she
Yeah.
deserved it.
Yeah,
she
exactly.
was
They
crying.
did talk about the torture of a little girl.
She was making noise. She wouldn't shut up.
No, I completely understand
Yeah.
and sympathize.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'd kill him because he won't shut up.
And you're down to 2. You lost your general.
Ah, shit.
Duel to see who's general.
What? Really? Do we at least get a broken pool stick in the middle of us?
New day off. And let's get out of here.
Right? They just stand there staring at you as you leave. Okay, you're outside the cave system on the side of the
So there's
mountain.
just 2 of them left?
There were 2 of them left, yeah.
Fucking kill them.
Just leave them. There's the 2. Well, no, I don't care if you kill them.
Exactly. Fucking, seriously, killing them.
They
on the way
literally
out.
bragged about torturing a little girl.
Exactly. Killing them on the way out.
I can't even feel
Cutting
bad
their
about
heads
that.
off.
You
I
murdered
can't
them.
feel bad about that.
You murder them.
I'm not murdering them. I am
Where did they
setting
get a
them
little
free.
girl?
In the stupid mountain.
They're very free.
Okay.
Where did
I
they
have freed
get
them from this mortal coils.
Alright. So you guys have murdered a bunch of innocent goblins.
Is that really what we've done when you talked? You bragged incessantly about how you like tortured a little girl
And her mom.
right? And her
I
mom.
mean, you know.
Maybe they were just trying to impress me.
So you guys
We never
are.
did an insight check to see if they're lying about that.
Yeah, we didn't succeed. Well, we might have, but I don't think.
Yeah, they could have just been trying to impress you. They thought you were a bugbear. You assassinate people, so hey.
So they admitted to a crime they didn't commit? That's lying. That's evil. Kill them for it.
I'm with him.
Anyway, the goblins are dead except for the leader who fled deeper within the cave system, and you guys are outside the cave.
Yep.
On the side of the mountain.
So we shall go up the mountain and see if we can find any dwarven tunnels. Because I don't know if the Drugar... God damn it. the dark dwarves would live in with the fire giants, they probably live underneath the fire giants. They probably have their own exits.
Right, but aren't we here for the fire giants?
Yeah. I hoped it was connected.
I don't know. And if it would have been, that would have been great.
All right, so as you guys travel up the side of the mountain, somebody give me a survival check as you're trying to find some Dwerger tunnels.
Oh, advantage, Druger tunnels.
But you're not underground currently.
Yeah, but I have Drugar, my favorite enemy,
Okay.
and so
Okay.
I get advantage on which 22.
All you see are natural cave formations, many of which have flows of lava coming out of them.
Okay.
You don't see anything that appears to be crafted by Dwerger.
Okay.
And by the way, if you can't pronounce Dwerger, I don't feel that it should be your favorite enemy.
They tortured me.
Change it to giants.
No, he doesn't get a replacement.
Oh, he just doesn't get one?
So you guys travel up the side of the mountain another 1,000 feet or so as you're searching around. And you can clearly see coming into view, there is a sort of wall type thing. There are clear crafted walls with towers and stuff around them. It basically looks like there is like a side of the mountain where there's a sort of like ledge or something, a large like ledge, and walls have been like crafted around the sides of that ledge. You can see towers and stuff like that. There is a gate. There's kind of like a path that leads directly up to the gate. Of course, traveling the path would put you, in clear eyesight of the towers and the walls and all that good stuff.
Right now we're kind of concealed.
You're a little bit concealed. Yeah, you're not totally within view of that, but you can definitely see that up ahead, up the mountain.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. But fortunately, we have a teleport spell, and we can teleport to that tower right there, right?
75% chance.
And not so much with the
You've already expended one teleport to get here, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he's used one teleport spell already.
I don't know if he has multiple.
Yeah,
Oh, we
that's
can
probably
cast it
a
as
seven.
an 8. Do we have an 8 yet? We could also just try to go around the back or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I suspect we're going to find it to be very fortified. These guys, well, they don't think they mess around.
I mean,
So we're essentially trying to sneak in.
Why don't we try to subjugate their leader like you did with the goblins and just take over the do-over?
we're talking about the giants. Something to do.
Because I'm a very tall goblin and a very short giant.
No, I was thinking more of our halfling friend there could just boss up on them, beat their leader down, and take over as their leader.
The Dwergar?
We're talking about giants, though.
The Dwergar's not. Yeah. They're not like that either.
The compound is the giants.
I thought the compound was the compound of the
You know how Drow are really cranky elves, right? Dwergar are really cranky.
I know what they are.
But I'm saying, so it's not like you can just walk up and go punch on wind. It's not how
No,
it
no,
works.
exactly. But
They're
you've got
definitely worse
rage
than
and you're barbarian. If you
Oh, but
boss,
they are definitely harder than
He said they
Oh,
see
God.
Durgar come down, but that could just be.
There's
Messenger.
probably another entrance somewhere.
I don't
I'm
think
just
there's
saying
any that
if
live
we
here.
had a way, if somehow we took over as leaders of the dwarves, dwarves get all kinds of fucking bonuses killing giants, and all of a sudden you've got an army of pissed off, angry dwarves who hate giants.
Other kind?
And
Do you know-
boom,
Do you know who Dwergar hate worse than giants?
elves.
Surface dwellers.
Bugbears.
That's not true.
That's absolutely true. They despise surface dwellers, just like the Drow. Same kind of idea.
I still think we should.
All right.
We
So
also
anyway,
still
We
don't
need
have
more
enough
army,
information
damn it.
that there's no Durgar that
I
live
agree.
here.
Yeah.
We've not been given any indication that there's any Durgar that live here.
No, we know there's Duergar that live here.
Why?
Duergar. Because this is where the Duergar from Waterdeep came from, one. Two,
Did they tell us that?
Goblin said they saw people.
Yeah, I'm saying it was probably a messenger. Because they said we'll send them to the fire giants. There was no indication that they lived there.
Right.
When he did his spell, the only creatures he saw up the mountain were giants.
He didn't see the creature specifically.
Too far away. But
He just felt he just felt presence.
But
he
they're
specifically said
everywhere.
giants.
no, oh, you're talking about when I did the spell earlier just now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. He didn't. Right. I detected goblins and I found giants. I
Yeah.
didn't find Dwergar. That's
But,
true.
but they're everywhere.
Okay, moving forward.
No, you're right. So yeah, I think we just have to proceed, right? Unless we want. I mean, do we want to try and find an alternate entrance? That's what we need to decide.
Well, I don't think we should go in the front door, but I think
Well,
at some point
obviously, but-
we're here to fight fire giants, and if they're living in this fortification, then we're going in and fighting them.
And anything other than fire giants, we don't care
That's
about
what I
fighting.
just asked. Are we sneaking in, or are we just like trying to find a
right. That's a good question.
good way in? And
I
not
don't
make
really
too
think
much noise?
sneaking is really an option. We have people that wear armor. We can't really be quiet.
No, but we can go around.
I
and
mean,
see if
Right,
there's
but
a
are we
back
trying
door.
to? I think his version of sneaking is not just throwing open the doors.
Go in the back door instead of the front
Right.
door?
Yeah.
Right. Go to the door, knock.
Hello.
King Snore, come out. I'm gonna kill you.
I kinda like that idea,
Always
though.
knock on doors.
Why do we have to pussyfoot? Can't we just like go right up there like, yo, let's have an honorable fight?
All right, let's split the party.
Those who want to do a head-on assault, Ted. Who else?
Everyone else?
Do we see, so if we were to wait tonight, do we see that some of the parapets or anything like that with grappling hooks and ropes could be scaled and that we could climb in during the night and possibly gain entry to the fortress?
I mean, giants could probably have dark vision and shit too, right?
They most certainly do.
And we also know he's got tons of like wizards working for him too.
So you're saying you want to wait wait some time, examine it from various angles and stuff, and see what your possible entrance options are?
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
16, 26.
26. Okay, so pretend like this is the mountain with the volcano, right? There's like a little kind of ledge here, we'll say. On this ledge, you have like a wall type structure with towers on it and stuff, okay? And then there's a sort of like path, a winding path that you could go up to the front gates. And there's like, front gates, portcullis, all that kind of jazz up there, okay? So basically, there are sheer cliff sides right here. You could try to grapple and climb up of these. Okay, these sheer cliff sides, it'd be harder for them to spot you. But upon your observations, and we're assuming you guys spent a day really scoping this out really well. Upon your observations, there are like, not only there are towers and giants and stuff, but there are turrets. You can see these big metal turret structures that kind of rotate around. These turrets look kind of like, they're on the top of a tower, but imagine something like this. And there's a little bit of a thing here, and then they have like these kind of like things that protrude out from them. And these big iron turrets kind of turn around, looking around. You've seen these like arms point down and point up. Big metal turrets at the top of the towers. So it's almost, it reminds you of some sort of like,
Ballista?
what do you want to call it? Construct or something. Some sort of automation that is constantly scanning about, is what it looks like.
And it never stops.
It's pretty much constantly moving.
Is it magical?
What did you get on your investigation check?
27.
Every so often, as you guys kind of observe these,
26.
you notice a turret kind of opens up, like there's a door on the back of it. A fire giant steps out, and another one goes in and closes the door. So it looks like it is a house of a fire giant in these turrets. It's kind of like some sort of like, I don't know.
Battlesuit.
Battlesuit or something, yeah. Exactly. And so you're kind of observing from like down here along the mountain or so.
Where would these turrets be at again? I'm sorry?
They're like up in the towers.
So is there any way from looking at it from our vantage point or whatever, would there be a way of undermining it so it could cause an accident for one to fall down?
Absolutely. Given like 1d10 years and some skilled underminers.
Or
Does it turn
magic.
all the way around? Can
Is
do
it
a
360 degree?
Yes, it does.
So we could just like whatever it does, do it down into the compound. If it's
Well,
shooting
it'd be a hell of a distraction if we could get one or two of us up there, myself being one of them, and like maybe cast disintegrate on the stone or some shit below it and have one just go toppling down.
Well, I'm just like theoretically, it's essentially a gun.
Right.
Instead of knocking over a weapon, why don't we use the weapon to blow up their compound? Like, we can all be in it.
Good idea.
Shoot down at whatever's.
So while it's aiming
Knock
one
the
way,
other
we
tower
could
out.
come in from the other way.
How many are there?
There are 2 of these turrets.
So we take over one, blow up the other one, and then do
start
whatever
raining hell
damage
into
we
the
can with
compound.
it. I mean, assuming we know what. Assuming It is.
Assuming we can figure out its mechanical workings.
You know, once we take over the turret and blow up the other turret, we'll make ourselves a focus of every fire giant in the place.
Sure, but how many can fit in there?
One.
Well, you guys don't have a really good view on it. If you take some time, another day, and scale up the side of the mountain and get above it and look
Can I
down.
use my familiar, my hawk or eagle to fly around, give me bird's eye view so I can see what's going on?
Yeah, sure. So he flies up, he takes a look at it. You get a pretty good. You're able to scope the place out pretty well from up top. And basically, what you see is you have like a side of a mountain here, and then there are walls that kind of come out like that. Then you got the turret. You have some thick iron gates here. Another turret. The walls kind of go here.
Okay.
Like that. And this is the mountain. This is like the side of the mountain right here. Inside here, you can see large piles of boulders stacked up right there. And then there are... Stand by.
So the rest goes into the mountain.
I'm gonna guess.
and then there are like doors that go into the mountain right here.
I'm gonna guess those bio boulders is the ammo for the turrets.
How many giants do you see?
Stand by. I'm about to tell
Oh,
you
sorry.
that. I gotta look it up real quick.
Because maybe instead of doing that, we just neutralize one quietly.
You can see
That's what I was thinking.
out here
Go neutralize
in the
one.
courtyard, inside the walls, you guys can see 4 fire giants milling about.
Plus the 2 in the turrets, so 6 fire giants.
Can you scope out the volcano tower?
That was my next question.
So now he's flying up to the volcano.
Yeah, I mean, staying, above there, if the gases or if there are any gases or anything that's emanating from the top of the volcano, I'm not going to put him in harm's way.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, he flies up to the mouth of the volcano, and what you can see is like there are some crumbling ledges across the top of it and stuff, and then the mouth of the volcano just kind of plummets straight down, and you can kind of see there's about 1,000-foot drop. And at the bottom of this drop, your familiar can see just bubbling, glowing magma down there.
Does he
And
see
then-
any trails or pathways around the inside of the volcano that might lead to?
Not to walk down. You're talking about rope or something or flying to be able to get down it. There's not like a path
Couple
or
ancient
anything.
red dragons sitting in there.
But there's no cave openings or anything like that he could see.
If he flies down into the mouth and begins looking around, he'll have a chance to see cave openings on the inside of the mouth of the volcano.
Okay, so I'm
But
going
from
to
above the mouth of the volcano, he's not going to be able to see that.
So I'm going to direct him to do that. But at any point he feels he's in harm's way or something has seen him, I'm going to get him the fuck out of Dodge.
Because we've all climbed into
Okay.
those steam vents. And
I mean, as an action, you
volcanoes.
can dismiss him, and he comes right back to you.
Oh, okay. So, well then, fuck it. We're gonna have him flying around down in there, but looking for cave
What
openings.
is it? It's a hawk or something?
It's an eagle.
An eagle?
Yeah, it's got like a +10 perception.
Okay.
So.
All right. So it's flying down into the mouth of the volcano, kind of looking around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and give me your perception check for him.
23.
A 23? Okay. So as you're flying down, you notice a few different things. First of all, there are openings into the side of the volcano. They kind of like cave openings or something.
Big openings?
About 10 feet in diameter, some of them. Some are smaller, little 5 feet type of thing.
Are they just perfectly round, or are they kind of like? Because if it was like a magma vent, it would be, like even though it's 10 foot, it would take a very oddly shaped just for that the magma has burnt its way through.
The magma tubes are usually pretty cylindrical.
Are they? I thought it was just kind of like.
No, so we were doing this in Hawaii, walking the magma tubes. They were really cool.
Okay. So basically, that's what I'm trying to look and see if they're just like a magma tube or if it's.
They look to mostly be natural formations.
Okay.
They go from the mouth of the volcano back deeper into the different sides of the volcano.
Okay.
And then as he kind of flies down, he notices there's like kind of like some ledges and then some cubby holes that kind of lead down into there a little bit further. And what he notices down on these ledges are 2 red dragons.
I was kidding.
These are pretty small. These are definitely like younger dragons. And they have like
take them. Fuck you,
they have saddles kind of on their backs.
dude. Dragon mount.
Milling about nearby, you can see a couple dwerger.
Okay.
So 2 red dragons, 2 smallish red dragons, and then 2 dwerger.
I assume you're
Yeah, I'm
saying something.
relaying all this information back to you guys. and then I say dibs. Dibs on a mount.
No,
That's not how dragons work, man.
Shut up, man.
I got dibs.
No, there's one for each of
You
us.
already
There's two
trained
of
the
them.
rider, doesn't matter. You just switch out and then they'll do
All
successful.
right,
All
so
the
get my
dragons
work. All the
familiar
two
back. I
are
mean,
mine.
there's nothing else in there to see other than that, so.
Dragons are not horses.
The hell they're not. They're flying
It's
horses.
got a saddle, clearly.
Yeah, they have a
So,
saddle.
Wish you the best of luck.
Absolutely. So given that information, I mean, this is, yeah, it's small dragons. Oh, in relation the size on the dragons, how much bigger or smaller are they compared to the small white dragons that we fought and killed?
What's the armor class of your hawk?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Like
Probably
zero.
it's probably like 15.
Yeah, one of the Druid kind of looks up and you can hear it say, I don't know, what languages do you speak? Let me see. Wasteland? This is probably going to be undercommon. You don't speak that.
No.
Okay. It says, it's looking directly at your hawk and it's like, hurls a javelin, skewers the hawk,
Okay.
and then everything goes dark.
Okay. So I'm gonna recall him by my side.
So
He
they,
just got killed.
yeah, it has to be as an
You
action.
should cast 5
You have
familiar.
to cast it again.
You have to cast the whole spell again?
Yes.
You don't?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
you do.
if,
You just got
if he
killed.
dies, you do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Um,
Could I have dismissed him
No,
as
he
a
just
reaction?
got he just
as
got
my
skewered.
reaction.
He just got skewered, man.
Right, so when the thing is yelling and getting and pulling out a javelin, as my reaction, I would have dismissed him.
He just got skewered.
I don't see why I wouldn't have had a reaction to dismiss him because I specifically
Maybe
told you I was going to try to keep him out of harm's way. If I didn't state that, I would agree with your logic.
you can ritual cast it. It costs like 10 gold to read.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, okay, fine.
Um,
I think it's another way to get in than trying to go through
well, I
the front
think they
gate.
probably know someone's here now. Because your bird
Maybe.
doesn't fall like a normal bird; it disappears,
Disappears,
out of
yeah.
existence.
Hmm.
But
So what we can do, we can
I'll
go...
tell you now, I don't want to climb into the top of a volcano.
Oh, I'm not in
And-
favor of climbing, but what I'm thinking of doing, we could go hide and then try to teleport to that ledge.
why are we gonna teleport? We can fly. We can do all sorts of things.
I can't ritually cast fly. I'd have to waste a bunch of third level spells to cast fly.
You
And
can
What's he
ritually
gonna do
cast teleport?
No, fly.
Right.
I
You
said I
just said
can't or-
teleport. You'd rather cast teleport than fly?
1, 2, 3, 4. Have to cast fly 5
Well,
times.
if you upcast it, you get different targets.
Yeah.
I
Which
don't
is
know
the
how it works.
same level spell as
Probably the same level as supposed casting teleport.
Yeah. But teleport, we have that risk. Whereas if we fly, we
You
wouldn't
just
have
end
that
up in the
risk.
wall.
Well, fly also lets you then go down into the mouth too.
and fight
Right.
dragons while flying, which is always advantageous as opposed to
While
fighting.
going down a rope.
Right.
Well,
No, don't burn my rope!
as opposed to rigging a
I mean,
giant
I-
network of ropes and pulleys.
I also have flies. Let's see.
You have fly?
You've been wanting to do that.
I picked it up last time.
It's gonna pay off one of these days. I got
That'd
this
be
plan.
At higher levels, you can
Stand
target
up
one
there with
additional
ropes,
creature for
like
each slot of
moving
both
around.
third.
While you guys
So-
fight, one of us has to be like
play puppet
I
master.
mean, I have a 6th level spell slot
right.
that is much less valuable than yours.
Okay.
So that gives us 4. And then you just have to cast
That's
it as
There's
a
a
third.
4th level spell slot to get through the 2.
Oh, move
Oh,
over
no.
here quick, Nick.
There's 5 of us.
No,
I just have to cast it for myself.
just for yourself.
That's funny.
That works.
So I can burn my 6th level slot and get 4 of us. And his...
Does it upcast?
Yeah.
It does.
1 additional person per level.
So he burns the 6th level slot, gets 4 of you guys, and I cast it for myself. And we're all flying.
It's my highest spot, but all I'm going to use it for is like a smite.
Yeah.
Like, and I-
This sounds pretty good.
Whereas my 6th level spell slot does like
So
10d6
we
cold
don't
damage.
know where these caves go, though.
well, the one with Duragar and dragons on it pretty clearly goes into the fire giant compound.
Exactly.
Yeah, dragon
Like,
mounts.
why else would they be there?
I mean, they're
Dragon
saddle-
mounts, it could also be their lair. You don't
Well,
know.
saddled dragons. That doesn't sound like. It definitely sounds militaristic.
I think that's a backdoor in as opposed to trying to find a way to deal with the turrets and come in that way. I think it's safer, even though it's 2 small dragons. Ultimately, I think it's going to be safer for us.
I think either way would be fine, but
I mean, if you're not sure, you can always fight both.
So,
let's cast Flying the Giants, let them come with us.
Catch all the giants, then go
Yeah.
See if they fly up.
The thing we want to avoid is the alarm, right? We don't want
At this point, he raised a good point. At this point, that's not. We're not going to be able to come in under surprise anymore. They killed my familiar, and like he said, it just doesn't drop to the ground.
It winks out of existence.
I think
It's
that
not a normal bird.
even given our reconnaissance so far, I'm not sure there was a good option. I don't think there was a good surprise.
No, but I think going in from where the dragon mounts are, I think that's going to be our better.
That's
option.
fine. I'm just saying. My point is, I don't think that we had a good
I think navigating
way
the
to
tunnels,
avoid everything to get in.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
fine with this.
My guess is the tunnels, but just because I like tunnels, so I'm kind of biased.
So who's all in favor of doing the whole fly thing, going down there and dealing with these guys?
Sure.
Works for me.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So you're gonna burn your 6-level slot on that, and I'll cast fly for myself.
How long does this fly? Though?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes.
Yep.
Look
Yeah,
at it.
pretty
Is that
fast.
going to be enough time for us to like? I know how long fly lasts. I know how fast I can fly. Do I think it's going to be enough time for us to make it all the way up there to the top and down before the spell ends?
So that's 100 rounds.
It might be safer to
Climb
Make
up
it-
as far as we can.
climb up
First.
as far as you can.
We
first.
gain a flying speed
then
of
cast
60
it.
feet. So I mean, if you double movement, that's 120 feet.
Yeah, we don't know how high up above us is the ledge.
That's what I just asked.
It's about 1,500 feet above you.
So 1,500 feet up, and then how far down into the?
10 rounds. So, and you got like 100 rounds worth of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you cast it now,
We have plenty of time.
you should have plenty of time.
So hang on.
Yeah.
I have another option for us. If we think that we can get down there in a place where they can't see us, I have a scroll of Windwalk. Windwalk lasts for 8 hours, and it takes a minute to transform and a minute to transform back, but we can use it for 8 hours continuously to travel around.
What exactly does Windwalk all do, though?
told
Can they attack us while we're in this wind form?
It says
Because if we have to fight the dragons, well, either way.
We're gonna want to have fly when we fight the dragons.
Yeah.
So
while you're in
it's
cloud
supposed to
form, you have flying speed. Yeah, so you're right. You're gonna want to fly when you fight the dragons. Anyway, I
Yeah,
guess.
so Windwalk I think is nice, but I think we should save it for something else.
It's also possible we don't have to fight the dragons.
Yeah.
If they're being enslaved by someone and being mounted.
I'm thinking that's
for fighting
might
the
be
captain.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. Why are we
If
fighting
we go
the
down there,
Well, we're not
kill
gonna try it. I don't think we're gonna try.
So
and
chances
fight the
are
dragons.
they've
We're just
got like
You gotta prepare for it,
dragon
yes.
riders, and those dragon riders will be controlling them. But if we can kill the dragon,
That's what I was
riders,
gonna say. If we kill the riders and tell the dragons, hey, we're not here to fight you, and tell them about the Black Dragon's plan, a good chance that they're gonna be like, oh, well, fuck yeah, we're gonna go help.
Right.
maybe.
I mean, realistically, they don't want to be. They're being subjugated, and they do not want to see the giants ascend and have a new Astoria.
Yeah.
So,
That's for sure.
Yeah, I think we go for the Duergar first and then see what happens.
absolutely. So,
Okay.
and I think if we cast fly now, we can get up the mountain quickly, down through the mountain. It's going to take 15 rounds to get up there, double movement. So 1,500 feet up, we can move 120 feet in a round. 15 rounds up, 15 rounds down, roughly. We still got 70 rounds of.
But we don't know if it's as far down as it is up.
How far
Probably
down from the
not.
lip was the ledge where the dragons are at?
About 150 feet down.
Yeah, so that's
That's one round. So literally 16 rounds, and we are from our position down on the ledge where the dragons are at. And then we can be flying through the caverns until.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's 300 feet down.
Okay, big deal.
17 rounds.
Point is, we still have like 80 plus rounds of fly movement, in through the mountains and everything until it runs
Or
out.
1 dispel magic. But anyway.
Just be over the ledge when that happens.
Right. So yeah, let's do that and then bust up down there and take out the Duergar and move on.
Let's just. I want you guys to be aware too, that this might be important. Being submerged in lava
Where that's not going to happen.
deals 99 or 18d10 damage. I want you guys to be aware of that.
So you're saying
So
I
as
can
we're coming
swim
down
in
the-
lava for only one round,
Pretty much. So
Yes.
as
and be no, actually I could swim in round because of the
half damage thing.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
But I have resistant. I
You
can
get
cast.
half.
That's
All
a
right,
reaction.
I'm just letting you guys know because there's lava all over the place.
Right, so here's the thing. When we're coming down on the inside of the mouth of the volcano, we hug the fucking wall, so if something happens and we lose our fly, we try to grab the
Are
hole.
we gonna guarantee that we're not seeing flying up the side of the mountain and flying into a mountain?
Because we do it at night.
Dragon.
No, we need to do it.
I mean, I
We
feel like
cast globe of invisibility.
And we could also just go around the other side of the mountain.
Right.
At the top, that's not a very far travel.
Yeah, hide behind the mountain.
Come up the opposite side from where the
Giants.
turrets are.
are giants dumb enough to like not patrol the backside of their fortress.
It's,
The backside of the fortress isn't the back of the mountain; it's the inside of the cave.
yeah. And even if there was, it's literally a chance we it's either that or we go through the fucking front doors and fight everything
So,
head on.
We haven't seen a single giant outside the fortress. To
So
think
if
that there's
if we
anyone
fly
patrolling.
up the side of the mountain, side of the mountain, and stay very close to the mountain, any sort of spy holes that they have outside will likely not see us unless, of
Right.
course, we pass right over top of it.
Right.
Right.
I mean, we're literally going to be flying 3 to 5 feet above the ground, up the side, and then back down inside to minimize chance of being seen. And if the dispel magic or if anything removes the fly, that way we're not falling into lava. And once we get over the top of the volcano, it's
We
literally
see
going to
the
take
beholder at
2
the top.
rounds of flying to get down there.
Well,
So we survive 2 rounds, we're good.
dusty old trail.
How many rounds of flying do I have left?
All right.
Run away.
Exactly.
So,
Yep, let's do it.
all right, cool.
We have a good plan?
We have a good plan.
Okay, so who's casting fly?
Him and I. I'm casting on myself. He's casting on the rest of the party.
You're casting on the rest of the party. Okay, so you've used a fly spell slot and you've used yours as
My
well.
6th level.
Okay, so you both are concentrating on fly.
Nope, fly's not a concentration.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%
Yeah,
is.
God, no.
So this is Dalinor.
Yeah. Fucker.
Concentration.
You got rid of that shield, right?
What?
I'm not attuned to it right now.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, the one time I don't want them all coming at me. So I lose concentration. I mean, I have advantage on con saves. So.
But still.
Then Raistlin.
Is regular invisibility concentration? I know greater
Yes,
invisibility.
absolutely.
Greater invisibility is.
Both are.
Okay.
So you guys cast the fly spells. You go up the side of the mountain, hugging the walls. Despite your best efforts, there are spy holes all over the place, and you fly over several of them.
Cool.
You guys get up to the top of the mountain,
We shit as we go over a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
get to the ledge. There's like some like ledges and stuff. You guys start going down into the mountain. You guys get down. You're kind of plummeting down. You get down to around like 200 feet or so, and you can hear a sort of commotion below you. As you descend to about 250 feet, you start to see.
So we went back up. You said we got down to 200 feet, then you go 250 feet.
Yep, you descended to 250 feet, and you descended down 50 feet more. Okay. Okay.
So
This is
your
addition-
first said
But in the
when you
negative.
got down to 200
Yeah.
feet.
I'm measuring from distance from top to bottom.
Okay.
So you descended
200.
200 feet,
Heard the commotion.
heard a commotion,
So we're only about 100 feet from the bottom.
and then no, the bottom is like 1,000 feet below you.
You said it was
You said it was 300 feet.
300 is where you saw the ledges with
No,
the
I asked you-
Dwerger and dragons.
Yeah, that's where we're
Bottom, the bottom, the lava lake is about 1,000 feet.
Oh no,
below
we're going to the
We're
ledge.
going to the ledge.
Yeah, you're going to the ledges.
Oh,
right.
okay.
But still below you is the lava lake, 1,000 feet below you.
Let's say.
Okay. So you're at
And we're
about
hugging the wall
200.
still.
You hear a commotion, and then at 250 feet, you guys can see these two red dragons kind of tear out of the ledges with Dwerger riding their saddles, and they have sort of like fire lances at their sides, and they are just beadlining straight up towards you.
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming right at you. Fire lances ready to go. They're on an attack path.
All right.
Come right at you.
Star pattern, guys.
Roll initiative.
In other words, fan out.
Star pattern.
All right.
Starburst.
I so was hoping you guys would descend on ropes.
Same.
We're smarter than that though.
Why?
Aaron, what'd you roll?
Aaron, what'd you roll?
17.
Of course.
Oh wait, no. Remember, we have a new initiative way we do it.
Oh
Too.
yeah, that's
What?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We forgot to even discuss that with you because we didn't remember it.
What do you mean new initiative?
I forgot about that.
I'm gonna learn in a second.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
remember
one
what
person
it was.
rolls.
I didn't remember it.
You're always rolling for initiative for the record.
All right, cool beans.
We did say that.
So it uses your initiative score to determine. So he does. If you beat Luke in a roll
Yeah.
with your bonuses, then 2 players go first. Then it's 2 bad guys, and then it's 2 players, and then 2 bad guys.
Pending. This blocks up all the players and monsters.
Okay,
essentially.
it sounds weird, but okay. Well, I got 26 for my roll. Because plus 12, yay.
I got it.
Counteracts my. I think I had a 3.
I got a 24.
I only had to roll 14 though.
Yeah. I'm upset because it was a 20, so it's his.
You wasted a 20.
Yeah, that's-
Oh my god.
That's why I'm mad.
We wasted the 20 on the initiative.
Wait,
And
does it
Oh,
What about Gary?
We didn't
I
bring
can't-
him.
Oh, I strapped him to my shield.
You didn't bring him?
No.
You left him back?
Yeah.
No, I brought him.
How?
can't
I'm a
bring
bugbear.
You're gonna drop him immediately into the
He's
hall.
attached to my shield.
No, he's not.
Come on, it would give me fire resistance.
We left Gary back at the Couriers
One
Guild.
time.
Well, I don't know about. Alright.
If we don't leave him at the Couriers Guild, where are we leaving him? Down at the bottom of the
Side
mountain?
of the mountain.
Can I carry him?
I think several people said they left him behind.
Yeah. He's in the mountain. Or at the Couriers Guild. Fuck it. Because if we bring him up here on the mountain, he's gonna die.
My guy's like super strong.
Alright, so, what initiative do you guys get?
26.
I literally can't even if I roll a 20, I can't beat that.
Don't worry.
Thank
we
you.
rolled 20s,
They did!
Yeah.
and it doesn't count for nothing.
Doesn't mean anything.
Alright, who's going first?
I'll go first.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm going to target the rider on...
These guys are about 50 feet below you.
Cool, alright. I don't like purple, so purple's gonna die.
The rider on the purple dragon? Okay.
I'm going to target him with a firebolt.
A firebolt?
Yes.
Right. Attack roll.
It's going to be a 21.
Hit.
8, 16...
Can I go?
20... 25 total damage.
From a firebolt? Dang. Oh!
Is that your way?
I'll go.
And are you moving at all?
Yeah, I'm
50
descending the last 50 feet to the ledge.
All right, so you're even with them now. The ledge is
So we're at 250 feet.
so the ledge
It's 50 feet below
is
us.
over here and
Okay.
kind of leads back in this way to a depression
Okay.
where they were. And you guys are over here, and they just came out from the ledge.
So I'm going to use my 60 feet of movement then to land on the ledge. If I'm only 50 feet up
Yep.
from the ledge.
So you're over here.
You said
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have 60 feet of movement, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can get over here. You're level with them right now, kind of.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're up here, you go back over to there.
Cool.
Alright, got it. And you wanted to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move into combat with this dude.
Alright. You're right next to him.
Yep. Because he hasn't gone yet in the round, I have advantage.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. 29. Oh, Hunter's Mark.
Just hit him.
Get out. You gotta know how to run your character, buddy. I was thinking it in my head, but you guys wouldn't stop talking, and I was waiting for my turn.
Oh, so it's not bad.
Volunteered to go.
Oh, shit.
Right.
No Hunter's Mark. You fucked up.
Yeah. So D6s plus a D8. Let's see.
What number is he on right now? Is it a 2?
Ooh, Yahtzee.
Nice.
10, 20, 25.
Did he like fall off the saddle when I hit him?
Maybe a ball of a saddle. Plus 8 is 33 damage.
Start playing the next game.
33. Yep. Do I get a bonus against Drugar?
As a ranger, you do if it's a favorite enemy.
It
It is
is.
his favorite anime.
But I
You
forget
go,
what I get.
Look it up. I think it's just like a flat plus.
Probably is nothing. Attack again. 21. That is a hit. So this is just a D8. So 14 points of damage.
Does he look really wounded?
Oh yeah.
Like I could finish him maybe?
I don't know. He looks heavily wounded.
Alright.
He's at 6.
17 or 17, 27. Hit. So this is my last attack of the first round, so I get an extra D8. So 9 plus 8 is 17.
I don't know if he get extra damage.
Critically, mortally wounded.
Does he get extra damage?
He does not.
Really? For a favorite enemy, what the hell does it do
You
for
get
him?
knowledge and stuff, and you learn languages of them, but it's
Survival
Like
checks and
Rangers.
stuff.
survival checks.
Why are you dying? Are you done?
He doesn't want to be, but I believe the answer is probably yes.
Tell the dragon we're not here to fight it.
It's a little too late for that.
Wait.
Nothing else you can do to him?
So I said Hunter's Mark.
Are you
Can I
casting
get-
it now? Are you casting it now? Is it with your bonus action?
So I still have a bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Can I shield bash him?
Not with a bonus action.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
So now 2 of my guys get to go.
Is dodge a bonus action for a
No.
rogue?
For
No.
a rogue?
No.
Disengage.
Disengage, dash, and...
My
So look, I thought it'd be like 2 of our guys go, then 1 of yours and 1 of our guys to go.
one of my groups gets to go.
Okay.
One of my groups gets to go. I'm gonna count each of these guys as a group. So I'm gonna have this guy turn this way.
Oh yeah. Tell the dragon that we're here.
The dragon opens up his mouth. Actually, what's the
Free action, we're here to save you.
what's the dragon's flight? What's the dragon's?
It's like 200 feet.
Yeah, they fly like crazy.
I think it's like 80.
Oh, it's 80? Oh, sweet. He's just gonna back up over to here, and then he's gonna breathe a cone of fire that will hit both you and all of these guys too. So I need a dexterity save from you as well.
Fuck.
You, Raistlin. And then the Dwerger needs to make a dexterity save.
is he immune to fire? Because probably not.
17
I mean, he's at 9. Can he even survive the damage?
Oh! Wow.
Alright, what'd you get?
18?
18?
19?
And a 19? Alright. So you each are going to take 27 points of fire damage.
Is that half?
That is halved.
So my vision.
Oh, you're okay. Then you take none. Okay, and then you take 27 points of fire damage. Raistlin.
I
13 con save.
I look the Drugar right. What?
Oh yeah. For flying, who's concentrating on flying?
It's 10.
Yes.
Yeah. So make a concentration save.
Hold on a second, please.
Constitution save.
You're gonna absorb elements.
I do.
Just in case you accidentally take damage from a dex save.
Just in case I want to light my weapon on fire. Because that's fun.
Oh, I dropped to 17, so I'm good.
Okay. And then the dragon.
You said how much damage, I'm sorry? 27?
27 points of damage.
So, temporary hit points first.
Dragon comes up to you, and the Dwerger's like fire lance stabs at you. Oh wait a second. Yeah. The Dwerger's fire lance stabs at you. I can use call to attack, and then I make 3 attacks. Okay, so I'm gonna use call to attack first. So call to attack. Up to 3 allied Dwerger with 120 feet can use their reaction to make 1 weapon attack. So, this Dwerger got killed. Yeah, he got destroyed by that fire breath.
I hid behind him.
Yeah. So they actually can't do anything. So this guy's just gonna make 3 fire lance attacks at you.
Okay. AC's 21.
Okay. Shouldn't be that bad. That is a hit.
Shield. 26.
jerk. And they all ping off your shield, scraping off from it. That's all he's got. All right, 2 more people. Who's going?
Okay.
All right, Nigel or Sebastian.
What's the distance from where I'm at to here?
Where are you? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You can get there.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that, but I want to be 10 feet above them.
10 feet above them?
Yeah, so I'm still within striking
Okay.
range.
Alright, sure.
And I'll my first attack. Would you say 16 hit?
16. Are you taking the dwarger?
Yeah.
Nah, he like reaches up with his shield,
Alright,
parries your halberd away.
I'll attack him again. That's also a miss.
That scrapes off his armor.
And so
He flips you the bird.
I got my bonus section. Why not my bonus section for hold on mastery? Alright, well, great. That's like a 30.
He's. Oh, it is?
Of course it is.
Oh, okay.
He always
It's a
hits with that.
1d4.
He always hits with that. Inevitably he'll miss and miss and then hit with that
You're gonna have
every
like a
time.
picture like or something.
That's
Yeah, he's like.
that's 13 points of damage.
13 damage. Alright, yeah, the dwarger. Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit the dwarger. That was 2 people? There's
one.
There's one? Who's next?
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Look over here.
Alright.
That's probably, well. Yeah, no, that's as good as it gets. It's gonna be. There's no way to fan out enough.
Straight above.
By the way, Luke, just remember I'm 10 feet above him.
Yes.
No, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to cut the saddle off of him.
This one right here?
Yep.
Okay. There's no more. The dwarger's dead, right?
Correct.
You got it? Okay, cool.
He's freeing him.
I am freeing him.
You're freeing him.
I'm freeing him.
Okay, go ahead and make.
I know he's a red dragon.
Make some
I know
attack
they're
rolls
evil. I
on
get
those
it.
straps.
But hopefully we'll be able to talk him down. Attack rolls on the straps, eh? So I got a I got a 15 to hit a strap.
Okay, you hit the strap.
Okay.
Is it an edged weapon?
Yes, it's an
Okay.
weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Hit it with my club.
I'm hitting with a hammer.
Why won't
This isn't
break?
working, guys.
You could probably break the buckles.
You could, but a little tougher. That is what, 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, you cut through one of the straps. There's one more holding that saddle on
I
there.
have 2 attacks.
So 1.
Oh, I'm a halfling. I can't roll. I get No, that's a leaner. That's a 17.
All right.
That's
damage.
straps.
That's another. That's 8.
8. Okay, you just cut through the strap. The saddle kind of falls off into the lava below.
Okay. And then I'll say, fly away, go.
All right. You say fly away, go.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't have to
In
listen.
what language?
In common.
Okay. Makes a difference.
Okay, and my turn. The dragon
Okay.
looks at you, and it's reaching out its talons, trying to grab a hold of you.
All right. I tried to save you.
So I'm trying to grapple you. I need you to make probably an acrobatics is
Sure,
what you want to
repel.
do.
Yep.
This
You have to scroll
is
up. As soon as-
woo.
20.
I rolled 1 plus 6 is 7, and he's gonna try to get you with the other talon. It's a little better.
I didn't realize there was more to that. I was-
Still lower than you. Now he tries to grasp you with his mouth.
I don't like that.
Woo! That's better. 21.
16.
All right, he grabs you with his mouth. You are now grappled by him, and then he drops into a dive straight down toward the lava. So I can fly 80 feet down.
He did provoke from you.
You cannot evade that attack if he dives into the lava.
I can absorb the fire though.
Remember, you take 99 points of damage a turn.
He's like what, 7, 8 rounds away from the fire right now?
So that was, I'm sorry, that
That's the double
rolled
moves, I
a, 27, 26.
It's a hit.
Okay, for, again, 8 damage. I'm using my little weapon. Well, I am now. I was trying before, so to be fair. And it's a flame blade.
How much damage you get? I'm sorry.
I bet they're
8.
mind controlling
8?
it.
Yeah, I didn't.
So he goes down 80 feet. So the lava is like 1,000. Let's say the lava is 1,000 feet below, and that is our 0 elevation. Okay, and these guys had come out to you at like, I think, what did I say, 250 feet down from the top.
250 feet down.
So they're basically 250 feet above. So you guys, most of you guys are fighting at the 250 feet level right now. No, 750.
Right.
Above the
Yes,
lava.
Yes.
So he goes down 80 feet. That puts him then at
680.
680?
670.
670.
670? Okay. So the dragon now is at 670 feet above the lava.
This is gonna take a while.
Well, he's turning into a controlled descent into a straight fall and dive.
So he actually will.
So you can only go 600 feet per second. 'Cause that's
So
terminal
can we do
velocity.
that?
I think it's 500 is the game mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he can make a 500-foot drop in one round.
Right.
But so can we.
Yeah.
If he can, we can.
Yeah. Don't know why we want.
Yeah,
to.
which is why 20d6. Or so when you calculate, you take d6 per 10 feet.
That maxes out at 100 d6.
All right. Who's going? Dalnor, I think you gotta go yet.
All right.
I think
I'm
it
gonna
maxes
go
out
down.
100d6.
I might have to
100d6
misty
is
step to
max.
get to him. Because I'm still at the level we started at, and he went down 80. So I'll use my movement, and then I'll go to him, and then I'm gonna grab.
Or no.
Grapple the
Falling,
dragon.
yes, 20 d6. But he said if you hit the lava,
So you're gonna-
you take 100 or 10 d.
So he was 50 feet down, then he's another 80 feet from that.
So I'm gonna go down 60.
That'll get you down within 70 feet of him. So now you're 70 feet away from him.
Okay. I will quicken a hold monster.
I don't like it.
Did you descend toward him as well?
Well,
Yeah, I'll go
it's
down
not
my
grapple.
60 feet towards him.
You have to spell magic.
So if you were at 750, you go down. So you're at
He's not using
610.
magic.
So you're at 610. Okay. And you're gonna quicken a.
Hold monster.
You know what that'll do, right? That reduces his speed to 0, which means he'll fall immediately
fall.
500
Oh,
feet.
He'll immediately drop 500 feet.
Yeah.
But,
But you said you're doing it, so do it.
no, but wouldn't that mean he'd let go though too?
No. He's held. He's like in paralysis. He would be literally.
Yeah, you're paralyzed.
Yes.
No, he wouldn't be holding me anymore.
Yes, he would be.
His talons would still, or his mouth would still be in the same position,
Yeah,
holding
it's
it.
literally paralyzed around you.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then on your turn, well, I mean, you could do that. He's only going to drop 500 feet, which will put him at 270 from the bottom still. He can fly out of it.
Can he?
Yeah.
So
What's the rule on breaking the grapple of something that's paralyzed?
you would have advantage.
Easy. Athletics check.
Plus 10. So high probability.
Well, that's all assuming that I succeed. in this spell.
Okay, discussion aside, what are you doing?
I like the whole monster idea. That way we can barbecue the dragon.
All right, let's do it.
Hold monster?
Yep.
Okay, what's my DC?
18.
What kind of save is
Wisdom.
it? Wisdom.
Their intelligence, not wise.
I definitely failed. Alright, so Dalinor is no longer concentrating on fly, he's concentrating on hold monster.
Hold monster's concentration.
So-
You're done here.
Yes,
Dang right it is.
So, everybody
So,
that
who
was...
falls?
Everybody except me.
Do you want to take this back?
Yeah. It doesn't have the C next to it. I don't get it.
I noticed that. No, that's why I was like, invisibility's not concentration. He's like, yes, it is. It didn't have the C next to it either. I had to open up the fucking spell thing.
Alright, so
All right.
it sounds like that's off the table.
That'd be kind of funny.
Everybody-
That's why I was waiting.
So he's like, hold monster, everybody, the dragon falls, and then everybody else falls too.
Except me.
I mean, sorry about your luck, guys. I have wild
Eagle
shape.
form!
Flap, flap, flap.
Giant eagle!
All right.
No worries. I'm not
That's
worried about
fucking
this
concentration
scenario.
too.
there's
Any
no way
decent
can
spell that
hold
you
on
want to use on him is going to be a concentration spell.
So you think he's charmed?
I think he is charmed. I think that's the only way that you can keep
I need to know
control
what you're
of
doing,
dragons.
How
Trevor.
the spell magic
Dispel magic
on the dragon.
on the dragon. Okay. So that gets rid of 3rd level spells
Yes.
Or higher with
Or higher with a save.
or higher with a save.
Or a roll. I don't know if it's a save, but it's a roll.
It's a contested roll
No.
between him and then the caster that casts
It's
the
just a
spell.
spell level. DC is 10 plus a spell level.
Yes. No, I thought there was a contested roll on the higher.
The DC is the spell level, so he makes a spell caster check.
Yes. All right, you cast dispel magic on the dragon.
Okay.
Nothing
Cool.
happens.
You don't notice anything happen.
That's fine.
You cast dispel magic though.
Yep.
On him. And we're at the beginning of the round again.
No, we're not.
Why not?
Yeah, I was last.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that was.
last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody discuss.
I'm gonna wiggle, like the Wigglers from that show.
I am going
I
to
think
take
this is
out
a good
this.
challenge for us, but after this, I want to have a discussion about multi-attack and grapple. Not sure I agree with you, but
I'll let you guys do it.
well, you shouldn't. It should
And
be
we
one
don't
action.
ever grapple.
Right.
I'll let you guys do that. It's in the rules where if you have multiple attacks, you can replace one of them with the grapple action.
One of them.
Yeah.
You did it 3 times.
He could.
In other words, how
Any
many?
one of them.
The,
So
the,
can I
the
make
rule.
escape-
The rules are open.
I've always run it that way.
Rule,
Yeah, no, I
rules
know.
is written.
I
Rules
don't-
is intended.
Right. I was gonna say I don't agree with it. But
Rules is written.
Right.
Yes, he can do
you
that.
can do it right, but
Rules is intended. I know what you're saying, and I would agree that you can
Yeah.
only replace one. But rules is
Exactly.
written. He could replace all 3 attacks with
I-
a grapple attack.
I have always allowed you guys to do that.
And yes, because
Okay.
I remember
Yeah.
who the hell
I mean
was
that's
it?
fine. But
Yeah.
I remember a couple of times that we did multiple grapples because we failed the first time.
Yeah, not to mention,
I don't like it.
if there's the wizard, you know, we want to tackle him to the floor.
It's fine. I still don't.
We've
Like,
done
I don't
it
like us
0
doing it. I
times.
don't like them doing it. But so we need to talk about what we're doing.
All right, so I am going to tell the dragon we are trying to free them. Please don't attack us, and I'm going to
I
attack the
did
drop. The
it didn't seem to work.
I'm
I'm
gonna. wiggle.
still going to tell him. I'm going to tell him in Draconic instead of Common.
That's fine.
Because all you said was free him. You're free. Or, no, you didn't say that. You said fly away.
Oh, you cut the saddle off of him.
I did cut that. It was pretty obvious. But okay,
been
so
interpreted
who's going
as
first?
attack.
That's what we need to determine right now.
I'll go first.
There was
and I'll
2
just
really bad
attack him.
attacks. You did the saddle.
Who's gonna go first?
I'll go first and I'll just attack that guy.
Yeah.
I'll also go
Do
first.
you get to choose
guy.
which monster goes first, or of your monsters?
I assume he does.
Yeah.
So
You guys get to choose, so yeah, I get to choose. Yeah.
So I need to go first.
So he can get out of the gravel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the dragon doesn't plummet
So
me
you
in
try to
the
get out of the
ground.
grapple.
That works.
All right, roll your initiative. I'm sure I'll lose. I rolled a 20.
I rolled a 17. Plus 12.
So it beats me.
Yeah, 29.
I'm like always gonna go.
Last.
Alright, Joe.
All right, so who's going first?
Joe.
Yeah. I'm
Joe?
gonna-
Joe's going first.
Yep.
I'm gonna get out of.
Okay, so
The
you can.
grapple.
So obviously you can use your acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you want.
Acrobatics.
Ooh.
13.
Yeah, no.
I got an 18 on that total.
So you were still grappled, sir.
All right, still grappled.
So that's my action.
That's your action.
Since you should get to make a save for each attack you have.
Right. Can I multi-attack my escapes? No. And I think that's why he's.
Yeah, you
That's
should
what
be able to
he's
multi-attack your escape, right?
3 versus 1 action economy?
How many attacks do you have, right?
Dodge, disengage.
I
Bonus
just running it
action.
by the rules, man.
I know.
It's
But that's
the
rules as written versus rules as intended, and that's a difference.
Alright, anyways, let's
Yeah.
move along.
But if everybody can use them the same way, it's like you.
No,
just
I
do
agree.
that.
I'm not saying you're unfair about it. I'm
Yeah.
saying I just don't like it. Doesn't seem like the way the rules should play. You're not unfair about it.
Yeah.
You're treating it fairly. Just,
He just doesn't like it.
right. Okay.
He's gonna have a nice little tweet out to Matt Mercer. Matt Mercer, you suck! Matt Mercer's gonna be responding. Why?
I mean, technically by the rules, players are allowed to replace any of their attacks with like a grapple or something else. Technically, monsters who have multi-attack are not allowed to do that.
Right.
But years ago, I made the house rule that monsters with multi-attack can also do that.
Okay.
Because if players can do it, then monsters
So
can
come
do
on.
it too.
Otherwise, it gives a huge unfair advantage to the players.
Right. So I wanted it to be
Alright.
even.
So I have
enough.
a last ditch effort. So
Okay.
no, that won't work because bonus action, you can't get a bonus attack unless, of course, you attack with your primary action. That's correct. Correct. So, so I have this potion of poison, and I'm in his mouth.
Okay.
Can I just open it?
And just dump it down his mouth.
That takes an action. Using any potion other than
As
a healing
part
potion.
of a move action, I'm not. Can I kind of fiddle my finger and go boop? I don't know. That's what I got. Anyway, go on.
I would agree with that. That would be a good idea. Except he long ago told us, because we've tried to do stuff like that before. He said the only potion you can use as a bonus action is a healing potion. Anything else is a full action. You've told us that many times because
I was
tried to do
thinking
shit like that before.
Yeah.
You are in the thing's mouth, though.
Yeah, and it's just a stopper I'm trying to remove, and it's on my belt.
I'll tell you what. If you can roll higher than me on a d20.
I can't. It doesn't work. No. All right, I'll give it a go.
Oh, come on!
12?
You
beat him.
1. You beat him.
All right, the stopper goes off,
Alright,
and poison pours into the dragon.
What does that do?
That's a potion of poison.
Let's find out.
Poison only like disadvantage on attacks or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, while he's looking that
Anyway.
up, did you want to go next?
Oh yeah.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So it would make it easier for me to escape next round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's an advantage. That's good.
Should have done that first.
I would say
It's like Mark or Hunter's Mark.
I'm gonna stay the same level, 10 feet away from him, but I want to come over the ledge here.
Okay.
So to
he has to
mess
make
up
a
our,
Constitution save.
our grappling conversation a little more, it very specifically specifies that you have to use a hand.
Uh-huh.
You used your mouth.
Ah.
I don't know
Grapple
if that,
says that you have to use a hand.
it says
It does say a free hand, but
Okay.
that's I'm.
Hey, dragons have
So now it's gonna
I'm just saying.
Wait.
I was just reading it to see what it
Then
says.
how the
and
hell
it
do
does happen to
gelatinous
say that.
cubes grapple you?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They don't have hands.
So
They have a little
I get
single
what you're saying. I think the rationale is that like I can't grapple you with my mouth, but a dragon whose mouth goes like this,
Can.
it's a little bit different.
Absolutely.
Because I think that I don't know if they do, but alligators at least just have a grapple, right? That's
They
the
do. If they
only
bite
way.
you, they
That's the
roll.
only way they have a grapple.
Yeah.
Literally the only
It's
way.
yeah. Their
So,
mouth. Yeah.
Luke, it's a DC 13 Constitution save.
Oh geez, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I take half damage.
No, he takes no damage.
I'm not poisoned at all.
And- Yeah.
You're not poisoned.
Not
Not
poisoned.
poisoned.
Okay.
Successful save. The poison damage you take on us.
Theoretically, the dragon can grapple three of us, right?
Theoretically.
If it hits you.
Oh, it still does damage.
But my stats are so bad.
Oh, it still does damage.
It still does damage.
Yeah, it just doesn't poison you. So 6 points of poison
Oh
damage.
jeez.
Dead.
Dead. Right.
We should have just tried that first.
Who's going next?
All right. So I think two of you have got. Wait.
Or,
No.
oh, you just
No,
you go.
we started talking like
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. So they were arguing about the grapple still.
All right.
You had moved here, and then you
Yep.
were about to do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him with my glaive.
Okay.
First attack.
The dwarf.
Yeah.
The dwarf. Okay.
Does a 19 hit him?
It does not.
All right. Let's swing at him again.
These guys are in full plate armor and they have shields.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, let's just attack him again. All right, that should be a little better. That's a 28.
Yes.
Sweet. How much damage? 1d10. That's going to be 21 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then bonus action,
Hit him in the nuts.
He's on the saddle.
that's going to be a miss.
See, you shouldn't have tried to hit him in the nuts.
I did. I was aiming for that same spot I just hit him.
It's your turn.
And I still have a little bit of movement, so I'll
Careful, the dragon might have reach.
fly back.
Were you 10 feet away?
He
Yep.
was.
And you move out of the dragon's range. Oh yeah, his serpentine neck just kind of wheels around and snaps at you.
Okay.
Should make it a grapple.
I have a better argument, but I don't know if you want to.
Oh no. Let's wait.
Save it for after the game.
Yeah, exactly.
21,
That's going to be a definite hit.
definite hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be 20 points of damage. Some of it's piercing, some of it's fire. I don't know if that matters to you.
I don't think so.
All right.
All right, that was you, and now it's my turn, right?
Yes.
All right, excellent.
Terminal velocity.
And I'm gonna give you guys a couple more chances to stop me. I'm gonna have these guys go first before I kill Joe.
I can swim in lava.
Do it then. No, he's challenging you. Do it.
This guy is gonna stab at you with his fire lance.
Okay. 21.
You haven't gone yet.
No, my AC's 21.
It's 26. You haven't gone yet.
You still have shield up.
Oh, 26. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm not using shield. 26, yeah.
Yeah, no, right? Don't argue. I'm helping you.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Dang it.
How's he getting that many attacks? He only got...
I get 3, dude.
From what?
My fire lance. I get to stab you 3 times with this thing.
He is a Duergar.
He has a thing. Yeah, you mentioned it.
It's
I don't remember what
multi-attack.
he called it. We called it something.
All right, yeah, he misses you all 3 times. Dunk, 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 dunk. And then the dragon. Let me see if I got my breath weapon back. I do. I got my breath weapon back. So I'm just gonna breathe on you again.
Of course you are.
Give me a dexterity save.
Dick. Oh, shit. 18.
18. All right. You take another 25 points of damage.
25. Last time was 22.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, last time you said 22.
Yeah.
I said 22.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Remember, did you not say 22 points last time? And then you halved it?
No.
No,
It takes it's 50.
20.
It was 27.
27 is what you said.
It was
last
27.
time. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
27 points.
I remember
So
that.
now just went up 2 because you argued.
Yeah.
27. I remember 27.
And you take 10 points of divine damage.
Yeah, because your save was a 13. I
Because you
remember.
argued.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I need a concentration
Concentration
constitution
save.
saving throw.
16 plus 3, 19.
Okay, that is sufficient. And that's my guys, so 2 more you guys get to go.
I would like to go.
I'm going as well.
So I am going to. We fly at a 150. Is that what I understand?
60.
60.
Fly at 60.
Yes.
How far down is Joe? 60, right?
So you are at
750.
no. He went down all this. He went down to 610.
The dragon did,
No,
or
no, he is.
When did he go down to 610?
He descended to the dragon's previous height.
The dragon's previous height was like 750. Because that's where
Oh
we were
yeah.
at.
Oh yeah.
So he's at
He's a 750.
The dragon went down.
The dragon went to 610.
No,
Yes.
670. The dragon's at 670.
Oh, 670. So he went out 80.
Yes.
Yeah, he went down 80.
I
Yeah.
can't reach him.
Double move, but that doesn't help you.
Hold monster.
So, turn into a bumblebee, fly into his mouth, then turn into a hippopotamus.
Good idea.
Be like Jaws of Life.
and then you both end up in the lava.
No, I pop
But
up.
it falls because of.
He'll be fine because he'll be inside the bottom of the.
I really wanted to.
And then he can turn into a fire
Reach
elemental
him.
once he hits the lava.
There's no way for me to get extra
You can-
movement.
wait. You can plunge though, right? Didn't we just say plunging was a thing?
I don't think you can do that under the effects of a fly spell.
Oh.
That's a different thing.
Gotcha.
If you were flying with your wings,
You could
yes.
just stop flying.
Yeah.
Well,
Why couldn't you? I mean, you should be able to. But if you plunge, you go the whole fucking 500 feet down, though.
How do you?
You are still, even though he casts fly on him, he's still directing the magic on his body to fly. If
Which
he
which
decides-
allows him to travel 60 feet with his movement speed.
unless he plunges, which he would go to terminal velocity and immediately drop 500 feet. He
The
wouldn't be able to.
question is, can you choose to give up the benefit of fly temporarily?
and I would say that yes, you can, and argue that people land when flying and thus terminate the fly spell because you're not still flying while you're on the ground.
But that's true. But I feel like while you're both right, that would result in me not having control over.
No, absolutely. He wouldn't have any control over it. He would just drop the 500
I wouldn't be able to
feet.
stop where I want to stop, so it
Right.
doesn't matter anyway.
He would just drop the
So if
500.
you if you were to basically turn the spell off.
Right,
stop
basically turn the spell off. I just go like, right, which wouldn't be. That's not helpful. So.
You can fly past,
Right.
You can do a flyby attack.
Yeah.
or hit him with a.
Um,
Unless you land on his back,
Yeah.
but then you wouldn't be able to fly.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Turn to a fire elemental on his back.
If you snagged him with a grappling hook and then just pulled on him.
That's what I should do.
Hang on. I gotta do quick math. So if he's
That's what I'm gonna do.
gonna
And
ready
then
an
if you
action.
need,
So when he drops like a
Hang on.
rock,
6:30.
grapple the wall and so
That's why it doesn't speak.
Like Spider-Man.
6:30. Okay, I am going to double move.
You're going to double move.
Yep, straight down.
Okay, straight down.
Not slower.
So double move straight down. That is 120 feet.
Yep.
So you're going below the dragon.
Yes.
Okay. So going down 120 feet below the dragon. What's 750 minus 120?
And put me at 6:30.
630.
Yep.
All right. So you are now 630 feet down,
Yes.
or above the ground.
Yes.
All right. So you go right past that dragon.
I do. Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yep. That's what
Oh,
I'm
I
doing.
saw that now.
All right. Cool.
I got a plan. I'm good.
All right. Good. And he goes. Who's next?
Spam.
All right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I want to know if, because I know using lightning bolt does not require an attack roll.
Okay.
But what I want to do is I want to use my lightning bolt to hit him and the saddle, so he is removed from the saddle, and basically he gets hit with the lightning bolt, and then the saddle is removed from the dragon. That's what
So
I
you
want.
can damage objects when they're unattended and not being carried by somebody.
Okay, so if I focus the lightning bolt to hit both him and the saddle, it should do damage to both him and the saddle.
The saddle is attended
It's
by
an
him.
attended object.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm doing
but this
damage to the
is-
saddle. I don't care if I do
You can't
damage to
target.
it.
You can't target it. Is
You
what
can't-
Luke's saying.
yeah, you can't target it.
yeah, our stuff can't be.
Yeah, stuff can only be targeted if it's not being held or carried or used.
And then saddle's being used by the dragon and the rider.
Yeah,
So if I was to make an attack roll with my sword, could I target the straps of the saddle?
that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I will try to do.
Okay, so you're gonna like try to hack through the saddle.
Like the main buckle or whatnot, so I don't have to sever multiple straps. I want to hit like the main buckle of it, so basically the saddle falls off and the rider with it. And at the same time, I'm going to be telling the dragon in Draconic, we are trying to free you.
Okay, you're telling the dragon we're trying to free you.
Yes. As
Okay.
I attack the buckle of the saddle to make the
Okay.
buckle, the whole saddle fall off with
Yep.
the rider.
So usually what I do when you do a kind of a called shot situation like that is you attack with disadvantage.
That's
against
fine.
it.
I'll make my.
I think I forgot to do that with somebody else, but that's normally what I do.
Well, even with the, let's say it would give me a 19.
Okay, that's a hit.
And damage. This, plus a D6 there. So it's 12, 13, 14 plus 4, 18 points of damage.
18. Okay, yeah, you sever that one. The one strap is severed. There's an additional strap holding him on.
Well, that's why I want to hit the buckle. So all this, I didn't want to remember. I specifically said I want to hit the main buckle. I don't want to have to try to deal with multiple straps. I want to break the main. There should be like a main buckle, like on a horse. There's a main buckle. If you hit the main buckle,
2 straps, 2 buckles. You severed one of them.
You told me I took 2 attacks to cut it.
So you severed one of the straps.
I couldn't have hit both of them at the same time. I've got a great sword.
It can't be that easy to take a saddle off a mount.
Okay. I guess it is what it is.
So
Can
while I'm in
I-
the dragon's mouth, I touch and then draw my finger across his lip like this, which, if you just do it to yourself, go like that. It'll drive you nuts.
Trying to get spit out.
2-weapon fighting. What's the second attack penalty?
A 2-weapon fighting? You're using a greatsword.
So you get a bonus.
That's what. But I'm asking because my intent was to try to get both of them at the same time. So, what is the penalty when you make 2 attacks, like offhand attacks?
You have to be using a light weapon in either hand, first of
Okay.
all. Okay.
So I
and
could use daggers. I have multiple daggers. Would a dagger damage be enough to sever the strap?
But you used a greatsword,
I don't know. But you just used a greatsword.
which is 2.
But if you remember, I was assuming there was one
Okay.
buckle holding everything.
Just make some dagger attacks. Let's get this over with. I'm really getting over this.
There's still in this turn.
It
Yeah.
can't be that easy to cut a saddle off a rider.
He
can't
literally
be that
just
easy.
told me I took 2 when I did that. How does that
Okay.
change for you?
No,
Just make your dagger
no, that's all
rolls.
right. I would have missed anyway. So go ahead.
It's like you're trying to get advantage on every little thing, man.
Yeah, I'm the rogue.
Every little thing.
I'm the rogue. That's my job.